Colin overloaded me with information.
One piece of information.
Don't forget the music.
Too much!
Don't forget the music.
It did send me into a mild panic. I went, oh shit! Oh no!
Totally forgot Kevin at home, dude. Fuck it.
We're back. Hello, everybody. We are Not Great RPG, and this is the Veiled Forests of Orvigo. I forgot for a second.
Mm-hmm.
We made so many meme names literally moments ago. The campaign.
Dwarven Swamp.
But we're back again for another episode of this wondrous campaign where we are deep in a mine and we're definitely going to live. So we're going to go around the table, introduce ourselves real quick, and then we'll have a off the top of the head recap, and we'll pop into where we left off last week. So in this campaign, I am, always I'm John, and in this campaign, I play Flint. It's a great day.
I'm Sarah, and I play Chessa.
I'm John, and I play Olaf.
I'm Glenn, and I play Crom.
I'm Chelsea, I play Minerva.
I'm Mike, I play Stalk.
I'm DJ, and that went quicker than I expected.
Well, we're waiting for DJ to arrive, because DJ's actually running late this evening.
Oh yeah, no,
His dialogue's just going in his head.
I'm not actually DJ because I'm wearing colors today.
That's true.
I was
I'm very confused.
shocked when you walked in the door. I was like,
See, what I'm going to do with
stripes.
one day that he isn't here is I'm just going to put a fucking video in that corner of the screen over the camera and just make it seem like he's here.
No one will ever know.
No one will know.
Give me a picture of this as a green screen. I'll stand in front of my green screen at home. Problem solved.
We'll just get an old recap video and just mute the lights. So it's just you standing there doing this silently.
That would be
But
good.
do the one from Prince's where I hit myself in the chest really hard and hurt myself.
Yeah, and smack your arms on the table
Yup.
infinitely.
Alright, so recap. So I woke up at about 9 a.m.
Uh-oh.
So last week we picked up with you guys just seeing the body of the OTOG rise out of a pile of corpses. You fought it. Things happened. It died.
We got that sound that you did though when he popped out of the bodies.
Oh, dude, I don't think I made it. It was probably just
Trying to reach you from your car's
Yeah.
extended warranty.
Oh,
No!
It definitely wasn't.
What if it was a cat?
Mainly just around the corner. I had a conversation with her the other night doing that. It was the funniest thing.
she made that noise.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if I make it back at her, she makes it back at me, and then we just kind of do that for a while.
Suddenly 6 hours have passed.
When DJ said he had a busy day, that's what it meant.
I was at home actually talking to my cat.
Talk about the social constructs of society.
Jeez, man.
Yelling.
I had a great debate.
Yeah, right?
She got kind of catty at a certain point, and I just couldn't stand for
Mm,
it. So you fought the OTOG, it died. That happened pretty quickly. You proceeded down to the second level of this mine where you had to clear some rubble. On the other side, there was a dude facing away from you who, as he slowly turned around to face you, his mouth just started opening and kept opening and just kind of didn't stop for a while. And it was a mouth.
That's a great description
A
for the
mouth.
podcast listeners. It was a mouth.
I mean, to be fair, that's
What a man.
It was very long, like his jaw went down to about his mid-chest stomach region.
Very good.
It didn't necessarily get more slender as it went down. It stayed about the
Just
same
wider.
width. It's just almost as if his jaw was made of an anvil and just...
The old anvil jaw.
That's actually a good band
it's a
name.
great ship captain there.
You know why they call me Anvil?
So, yeah, he turned around and he just kind of... and y'all fought him. You killed him. You recognized that he was wearing a green breastplate, which meant he was a guard of the city of Orvigo. Someone asked him his name, and he said, "I'm Derek," and then you shouted his name back.
Sorry. Can we... That's
What's
not
his name?
Derek!
Yeah, thank you.
And then you guys just shouted that at him for a while.
I'm Derek! Derek! Derek!
And then after determining, he was like, "Hey, if you're going to keep going further, you're going to die, but wear the eyes of the abyss." Olaf asked him what's further in the dungeon. He said, "Death awaits you," and Olaf went, "Oh boy!"
Can't
Oh,
wait.
that's right.
Here I
I forgot about that.
go.
I'm behind you. Great.
Come along, Flint, let's go!
Death awaits me, Flint, finally!
My favorite section was when Olaf goes, "All right, Flint, hit him," and Flint goes, "Yeah, well, there's a couple more people before me."
What a great way of analyzing D&D combat. It's not my turn.
I will,
but
but I'm good and ready.
I had to stand here and stare at him for about another 5 seconds.
This is a very long 6 seconds, Olaf.
in order of operations.
All right, so you killed him. Crom squished his head as a what were you, an ape, right? Giant ape. Yep.
Monkey.
He
Did
didn't
I give him googly eyes?
Yes.
Couldn't remember that was him or somebody else.
Beware the abyss.
As he was being the harbinger, telling us death awaits, he was just
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Mr.
That
Potato
was
Man.
So
right.
that all happened. You continued on. Crom looked to everybody else and was like, "All right, well, if they're going, we should go." He picked up Chessa and gave her a piggyback ride further down the dungeon, running as a monkey with the guard's breastplate on his back because he decided to take it with him. And that is where we ended, was with Olaf beginning to run down this long, straight hallway.
We killed a bunch of spiders.
face spiders.
Correct, right. You fought some phase spiders. Olaf grappled them. We had a rules question about how grappling works with advantage and disadvantage, which led to a revelation none of us wanted to have.
So we're ignoring it.
We're gonna go to that shit rule.
That rule doesn't exist. It's nonsense.
What was that?
It's fine. It's dead.
There is no rule.
There is no
Better you don't know.
Take the rule, throw it out the window. Don't
Yeah.
grab
Rule
it.
number one about the advantage disadvantage rules is it doesn't exist. It's just not there. They can just rip that page out of the player's table. Yeah, he killed some phase spiders after Olaf grappled them and like just kind of squeezed them to death. And then Olaf took off running after death once more.
Somewhere in here, there's death for me.
It's coming.
There's damn mines of undeath.
Yeah, you're running
It's in the
down
title,
the
man.
long straight hallway. I would draw, but it doesn't matter.
I would draw, but it doesn't
It's a
would
long
draw,
straight
but
hallway.
nothing matters.
I think that's pretty descriptive. You can see it's clearly a mine hallway. You know, it's pretty dark.
Mine hallway.
Fine.
You know, classic mine hallway.
It's
Lockers
not,
all along the walls,
quintessential
classrooms. Wait a
pickaxe
minute.
marks in the walls. It's held up by like old rotting 4x4s.
Yeah,
There's
scaffolding.
a canary skeleton somewhere.
That's good.
It's just like name tags up. It just says "am mine."
And mine. Yeah.
I wasn't sure, but now the name tag makes sense.
Oh no, rock!
Yeah, and that's what's happening is Olaf's just running down this mine hallway with
Making my
Flint.
way downtown.
Yep,
Running
walking
down a
fast.
That is inevitable, and I'm passing on.
Death is ahead. Yeah, so you're just running down mine hallway. Flint's shortly behind him. Crom and everyone else probably about like 30 feet off from them. I think that's pretty fair.
We're just carrying it.
Sprinting down this hallway.
Very good. I have 120 feet of dark vision. Does it seem like it continues to go straight for the full 120 feet?
Yes.
I'll montage this until I see something.
Sure.
Flint!
Everyone
Something to kill me!
everyone else is probably just running shortly behind him.
Yeah,
right?
just war. You
I am
going, buddy?
definitely
What are you
shortly
doing?
behind him.
Oh, here he goes again.
Got short legs.
Yeah, right.
Wait for me.
I just have the water dancing down the hallway, trying to keep up.
Yep.
So you're just gonna run until a thing happens.
I mean, until I see something within my 120 feet of dark vision, not until a thing happens.
Sure.
Yeah, there's a big mouth.
Boom! I'm going in it, dude.
Got it.
I'm real literal this time.
There's a huge hole in the floor. It's too late. So you got 120 feet of dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
Wait
Sure.
for us.
As you're running down this hallway, just full speed, running at whatever's waiting for
Yep.
you, at 120 feet, a thing would come into vision.
Sure.
And it would very, like, as soon as you see it, go ahead and make me a con save, I believe.
Cool.
Uh-oh.
120 feet out. God damn.
Dirty 20.
Sure, yeah, that's going to be a success.
Good. Flint, I see the darkness ahead.
I'm short, so I don't.
It feels welcoming.
All right.
Okay.
So,
The water's dancing.
I do like the dancing water, Flint.
I'm going to roll this, and then I'll describe what you see.
Cool.
Arms outstretched as you're running.
Welcome me.
Yo, if that's where I'm going. If we're fighting that, I'm out of here.
That is going to be 18 points of psychic damage.
Cool, I'm down.
And what you see right before you fall to the ground
It's beautiful,
is
Flint.
a vaguely alien, like what we picture aliens as, like gray aliens, you know,
Like
big
big
eyes,
head.
small mouth. Imagine the small mouth is just kind of a gaping maw of abyssal, just blackness. That's what you see. The eyes are similar to the alien eyes, the way they stretch back across the head, except more slender. Also pitch black. You can see it's got deep wrinkles in its face, long arms that seem to not have elbows until the shoulders.
Selma, is that you?
A pallid gray, sickly color. It seems it's wearing like a ratty olive drab shawl. Like it is a
Beautiful
spooky thing to see in a mine.
I mean, the great thing is that my dark vision is further than Don, so he doesn't see it, he just sees me fall and die.
Yep, I'm going to screech to a
I was
stop.
gonna say I'm right behind you, but I'm right in the middle. I only see 90 feet, so I don't see anything either.
Yeah, same. Oh, good. Good.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
no.
I'm
Return the slab.
I think I described it pretty well.
I'm scared.
I think the shawl was a good touch.
Forgot the extremely
Looks
long
cozy.
fingers.
But now keep in mind, everyone who doesn't have 120 feet of dark vision,
Yeah.
no idea that's there.
Yep, I'm
Did
gonna
you make any noise when you got dropped, or you just boom?
I would have genuinely probably yelled, I see it, Flint, and then died. Well, I mean, I'm down. I'm not dead.
I see.
I'm going to use a healing word.
Okay, sure.
We're back in it, buddy! Run! Here we go again!
Take those 6 points back.
Thanks, dude.
There you go.
Keep going.
Yep.
Permanently hovering at 6 hit points.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sure.
This
I'm
is
running
mine.
after, just screaming, "What? What do you see?"
I don't know, but Olaf just got downed by something. We're going to need some more healing, I think, or he's going to fall again.
No, it's good, Flint.
What's
Stand
good?
up and dust. There's some hideous but yet beautiful creature ahead. I looked at it and it tickled my brain.
Don't look at it.
In a bad way.
Don't look at it.
I'm sure I can look at it this
Just
time.
cover your eyes.
I'm sure I can look at it. It won't be bad again.
I mean, you almost died.
If anything, we should probably try it to see if it happens to me again.
So,
You look really rough, buddy. I don't think you should look at it again.
I'll be fine. Flint, can you bring me back?
I mean, I'll be pretty limited after that.
Can anyone bring me back?
I can give you
Do you
one.
have a bury? Oh, monkey.
Oh, monkeys. Oh, monkey.
I can give you
1.
3.
That's enough.
Well, wait a second. Before we all go
6.
4. I'm alive.
No! Instead of wasting all of our health on you dying again, why don't we all go as a crew?
But it's good to know if every time we look at it, it causes pain.
I think once is enough for me.
Oh, well, I mean, if you want to close your eyes, that's fine. There's a monkey.
There's a monkey.
I don't know if that offers you some kind of solace in these troubling days.
I feel much more relaxed now than you.
Try times. I would love to be over a monkey in trying times.
Emotional support monkey.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Just get a pantomime like an organ grinder and start dancing.
Minerva, you could use that ring and have it like block for us, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
True. Yeah. I put the
Has-
ring on my finger.
I'm gonna scoop up rocks.
I think I get it.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. You put the ring on your finger. You had previously loaded it with blood.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember who you were fighting, but I do vividly remember you stabbing somebody with it. So sure, you've loaded it with blood.
Yep.
Get down!
Rock man.
Yeah, I put the
Water
ring
balloon
on,
full
got
of
the
blood.
knife, do the ritual, and
Yeah, sure. So you take the ring out and you speak the command word, cloth. I remember.
I didn't.
You watch it.
you do the thing.
The blood kind of congeals into the ring and begins to like form together into a drop pointing off of the ring itself until it finally like it was flicked off a finger, just flies out and touches the stone on the ground. You watch the stone once again just kind of like shaking, that
Says,
and form into the like form of an earth elemental. Is just kind of
This thing speaks Terran, right?
yeah. The sound of Terran. Indeed.
I just approach it and go, "Can you help lead the way to protect my friends?"
Sure. Let me pull up the stat block of an earth elemental. 1 moment.
I can't do anything without looking at it.
What do you mean? The earth elemental?
No,
The thing I had.
That's fine.
I have nothing.
It's kind of pleasant at first.
Sure. So the earth elemental.
You know, cold grip of death.
That's earth elemental sounds. That's slightly better.
Does it sound like a yes in earth elemental?
Yeah, and
Okay.
he begins to like lumber and spin around, and you watch this earth elemental just begin to. He's got 30 feet, so he can move pretty quick. See him moving pretty quick over toward it.
Okay.
Just gonna place my hand on Chessa's shoulder. I can probably tackle it and lay over its face.
I'm technically on.
I'm gonna put my hand on the back of Chessa on the back of the I can probably tackle it and lay over its face or something. I don't know.
I go up and place
Some
my
kind
hand
of
on the
offensive
back of Olaf's shoulder, who's on the back
tackling
of
maneuver.
Who's on the back of. Go, why don't
and
we?
we all get on the fucking
I'm just gonna.
family.
Why don't we let our rocky friend take a look first, and then we can try and devise a plan.
I just want to tackle it.
Yes, but I don't know how much help will be to you if you wind up going down again.
I'll be fine.
I'm gonna point at the earth elemental, and then pick up a rock, and
Yes.
then put my fingers like people behind the rock, and I'm going to move.
See, Crom gets it.
I'm going to tackle it. Yes, yes. Sure, I'll close my eyes and just yeet on in there, Bobby
Yeet
Boucher
on
style. Bobby Boucher.
So like I'll cover my eyes and hold up the rock and put the finger people again.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can get down for this plan.
Mama said they're so angry because they got all that mouth and no toothbrush.
I'm gonna go ahead and tap my shoulder to get Chess's attention, and I'm just gonna hold my hands up like blinders in front of her face.
Sure.
And I'm gonna tuck my head down and get behind the earth elemental. We're walking.
Yeah,
We're
Olaf, I
walking.
can't stop you if that's what you wish to
What a
do.
visual.
I won't
Just
stop
one
you.
large earth elemental just lumbering down this mine hallway. Everyone behind him just.
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna stow my shield and weapon.
Sure.
Crack my knuckles. This is gonna be fun, Flint.
Yeah.
So the party moves another 30 feet forward, following the earth elemental. Chell, you should pull up the stat block for an earth elemental because I'll let you control him since he's your summoned creature. That
Thank you,
seems
thank
to
you.
be
If you
fair.
go to extras, you can add it to the.
I'm gonna play a little tune and give Olaf inspiration.
Oh! I'm gonna use my frost rune.
And
D6.
after you have that stat block pulled up, go ahead and make me a con save.
I'm so bardly inspired.
Did my raven die? It did, right?
I don't. When did you have a raven? That was like a month and a
That's
half
a-
ago, right?
Yeah, the raven got enveloped by the mist and just
Oh yeah,
Yes, that's right.
That's
right.
what I thought.
Yeah.
it got splattered by some
Yeah.
fog.
So long
I haven't
ago.
been able
You
to
use that
resummon
raven
it.
to deliver healing to Olaf, if I remember right.
I
Because it's via touch and you can use your...
I thought you shock and grasped the
I think I
mist.
shocking grasp the mist.
You said make
'cause
a
that's
con
not
save.
That's not a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, for healing hands for you.
Ooh,
That's a good one.
dirty 20.
Mm.
Sure.
Fuck you, Bodak. Bodak. This is just the mindset of
All right.
It's
So,
the minds of...
This Mars attacks.
What an underrated film.
Earth Elemental takes 17 points of psychic damage.
Oh no.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah, no, he's not. I saw. Never mind. I saw a number and I was like, oh no, he's dead. But he's not.
He's not even close.
He's fine. He's never been better.
Also, no, it's not going to be relevant. Don't worry about it. Yeah,
Concern.
the Earth Elemental steps forward and he just
Stub his toe?
Oh yeah.
he kind of like stops and stutters for a second as he just kind of like his eyes lock forward.
I think it's better if we pick up the pace. We don't want this thing to die before we get there.
Come on, Rocky, you got this, bud. Just push him forward.
We're gonna dash.
He starts to take a step forward and he
And he can't move.
he can it's in front of him and he's looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
So does he stop
Make him close
moving?
his eyes.
So go ahead and roll him another con save.
Tank.
Him a con save.
Yeah.
80.
16.
Okay, that'll also succeed.
As he starts walking forward, I want to climb onto his back and place my hands over his eyes.
Aren't you on the monkey?
No, I said I put
Oh
my
my
hand
God.
on your shoulder, and your hand was on her shoulder.
Oh
was
my
all.
god.
Now I'm just picturing.
Alright, everyone off the monkey.
I'm just picturing you riding the back of the fucking giant gingerbread monster. Shrek. It's the best character.
It's the only character.
It's true.
Have you been cheating?
You son of a bitch. That's fine.
It does. You don't take any damage if you succeed. I was wrong. I
Okay.
misread that.
So,
Alright.
So you didn't go down,
It's fine.
right? Because you succeed.
I
Yeah.
did succeed.
All right.
So he wouldn't have gone down.
Yep.
I
So I'm
just
gonna take my spell
Ooh!
back.
If anything, I've lost health. I'm back at 4. Nice! I'm going in, Flynn! It didn't even hurt me! I'm unstoppable!
false alarm! Thought I died! It's alright!
It's okay.
so we'll
I like to imagine you ran down the
I was
hallway and
just
just...
playing a game with Flynn!
Oh, see, I'm good!
It's dark! I see the light!
It's beautiful!
Save me! Please, if you could just put some coins over my eyes. Just all of your gold.
I'll bathe in it, Flint, and it'll carry me across whatever river is there.
So that's gonna change some shit.
Yeah.
I mean, we can play it as though like you got hit with the and
yeah,
then
I
that's
know
weird.
something happened, and I warned us, so this way we all avoided it.
Yeah.
And then the
It's a
Earth
con
Elemental thing
save.
still happens. We're still plugging along towards it.
That's fine. I still want
a
to.
con save. You would have still felt the.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it would have been, oh god, this thing, like, tried to touch me or something. It touched me.
Tried to touch me right here.
Yeah, I want to climb on top of the Earth Elemental shoulder
Sure.
and just stare at the ground directly in front of me, not at the creature ahead, just to
Sure.
make. And I cover his eyes and just try and like steer it like a horse.
That's the blind leading the blind!
It's just forward.
He does
Does he have tremor sense?
He does have tremor sense.
Oh, fucking
so he
sweet.
can just walk straight forward without being able to see.
That's fine with me. I'm still covering his eyes.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna Leroy him. Like, it's not gonna go badly, dude, trust
How
me.
close are we at this point?
You are now 60 feet away from it.
60 feet?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep pressing forward in the formation that we have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a rock, though.
Sure. All right. And everybody else?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna invoke, like I said, I'm gonna invoke my Frost Rune on my first bonus action, and then just gonna...
Actually, that's a fair point. After this action, we'll go ahead and roll initiative.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
think that's fair.
That's fine, because this way we're 60 feet away,
Right.
and then this consuming thing would be getting us to 30, and then we would roll.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna pat Flynn on the back. I'll see you in a bit, buddy. We're gonna just giant smite and get large.
Sure.
And I play my tune and give you the inspiration.
Crack the knuckles. Anything can be tackled, Flint.
I believe
If
that.
anything, I'm the most optimistic man in this world.
I believe that also. For a lot of reasons.
Anything can be tackled, he says.
I'd like to think that when you use your giant's might, you do like the old school Transformers noises.
All right, so let's go ahead
I'm
and
Optimus
we'll
Prime.
roll initiative there. And while y'all are doing that, I'm gonna slap down a quick minimap.
Very good.
Sound good. We're going to take a quick break real quick. Friends, be right back.
Dice are doing me good tonight.
There's the break.
Looks like we're in a conga line.
We are. Monkey.
Dun, dun, dun,
Hey,
dun,
Monkey Brainer. Hey.
Monk arena.
When we're back.
Indeed.
We did it.
Sure did.
He's dead.
Without the camera one.
I already did.
Oh.
How's it look?
Conga line.
Looks like a
Looks like a Congo one.
looked like a mess. To be fair,
Love it.
just
It'll make more sense in a second.
Yeah, once we
once we
spread out.
assuming we do.
No.
Spread
No.
No, please spread out. Or actually, sorry, I take that back. Please don't spread out.
That's fine. I'm tackling it no matter what you say.
I know, Joe. I know.
In a straight line, though. It's fine.
Initiative time.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative. What do we got?
7.
Everyone shouted at me at once. Oh, damn, y'all actually didn't
Ready?
do it.
3, 2, 1.
17.
Cool. All right. So Don 7,
7, yeah.
Sarah.
13.
That's what I thought. John.
8.
What I heard. Yep.
I
Glenn.
didn't say anything.
22. Great. It was a nat 20.
Yeah, I heard that. Okay, sure. Chill.
I have a 17 for me and a 3 for the elemental.
Oof.
Oh, right, the elemental too. Right. Sure.
Yeah, that guy.
The big guy.
Big boy.
I'm gonna name him Rocky.
And then
Oh, he
Mike.
can help me box.
23.
Nice.
Come on, Rocco.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, so you're gonna lead us off.
All right. So I wouldn't know anything about this, but I know looking at it is bad. So I am going to try to climb up this wall over here,
Sure.
and I guess I'm gonna try to get a little closer. Where am I? Let's double my movement for this turn. I think I moved 10 extra feet on turn 1. Yes.
So 80.
So 80 feet.
Behind him.
That's 50. Yeah, so I'll run up here-ish, run in this ballpark and climb up. And I guess I'm going to try to attack him by, listening and take that attack with disadvantage because I can't see.
Sure.
If he can't see me, it'll be a straight roll. Stalk won't know if he can see me, but I need to know how to roll. And I'm going to do my whole turn under the assumption this guy can't see me. So even if he can...
What would it need to see you again?
If it uses dark vision to see, it can't see me.
Sure.
And there's no light in this room, correct?
Sure. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, if it relies on dark vision, I'm invisible to it.
Very
So I'm going to make my throw with my daggers. I'll get 2 attacks this turn.
Okay.
And I'm going to assume that it can't see me.
Sure. I like it though.
I guess I'm throwing 3 actually because I doubt I can put Hunter's Mark on this thing without seeing it. So I'm not gonna try. So do I have a straight roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It definitely can't see it.
Cool. So then yeah, I'll throw the old first attack. That's gonna be 14.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh
wait, no, I'm sorry. 14?
14.
No, it won't hit. I'm sorry. I lied.
That's fine.
Yes.
The second
No.
free attack I get for my feature is a nat 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Then my bonus action, because I have one this turn, will miss. It was a 4. But the nat 20 on the second one is really good. Because the second one has the bonus damage.
Good night, Boda.
Nice. Let's get this out.
Good night, sweet
Oh, no, I don't have Hunter's Mark. It's not. It's still fine.
It's fine.
It's an extra D8. Okay, so I get sneak attack, dagger, and gloomstalker magic. And the modifier is that.
Do you have sneak here?
Oh, I didn't have advantage. No. Nope.
Oh, shit.
You're right. I normally would.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
Did the thought of just blind stalk sneak eating a knife into this thing's throat?
Throw a knife. One of them will hit something.
And it's down in one hit.
I was
The old
starting
one-punch
to worry
cat.
about that.
No, it wouldn't be that. It would have been with like Hunter's Mark and
Yeah.
stuff. That'll be for 27 piercing.
That'll come next turn.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, you fling some daggers
Yes,
at it.
they're 3. One of them hits real good.
Square on.
No. There it is. I didn't hear it go pating. It went,
Yeah, exactly. I just like the thought of like Stalk telling by the sharp pinging noises as the daggers hit the wall. No, Kobe.
Kobe.
All right. So after Stalk flings some daggers at it, we're gonna go to Crom.
Monkey. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and I still got my rock in my hand.
Sure.
I'm gonna put my hand back up in front of Chess's face and keep my head down. And I'm gonna scooch out a line. Here.
Sure.
And I'm gonna blindly whip a rock at this thing.
All right. Sure. With disadvantage.
Yeah. It's a +6.
Just gonna go wide right and just nail the earth element.
Just juke him out.
$13.
Nope.
Okay.
No, 13 will not hit. So you fling your rock, and you watch as it.
The monkeys have dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Blind.
Monkey.
You use the rock.
I
it
can't see.
I'm
collides
also
into
still
the
wearing
wall.
my goggles.
You
that I
see
have.
like shrapnel of stone just kind of like fly off the wall. Well, you wouldn't because you're averting your eyes, but
Shrapnel.
whatever.
You would hear it.
So I whip a grenade at his head and it misses.
Now it's the Bodak's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Bodak.
It's one creature that it can see.
Mm-hmm.
You just yeeted a rock at it,
Mm-hmm.
so it would be looking in your direction. Because you go ahead and make
It
a
blue
con
steels
save.
at you. I can't look left.
Spins it a circle. Turns.
18.
Mm.
Dirty 20. No.
This guy ain't touching nobody.
Sure. So you roll an 18. Yep. So
Not sure
as
about
you
that.
fling the rock, it collides into the wall, and the Bodak turns its head and like just looks straight at you. You're looking at the ground, so it's not making
Yeah.
eye contact.
I'm
but
shielding her eyes and I'm looking away and I'm just throwing a rock at it.
But it,
Let it go away!
it definitively looks at you and goes, "Wither." And
Weather?
Wither.
With their.
wither.
With who?
Me.
With her!
A monkey with her.
You're gonna take 7 necrotic damage.
Rotten monkey.
And as it like locks eyes with you, you watch as
He ain't locking shit. I'm not
sorry,
looking.
He ain't locking.
So you look at it.
No! He like runs over and puts his head underneath my head like, oh.
so he looks at you and his eyes like kind of lock on your body. How's that? And you watch as like this black ethereal-esque smoke just kind of like seeps out of Crom and begins to float through the dungeon pretty quickly over to the Bodak where it begins to like shroud it.
Mhm.
And you watch as it swirls around the Bodak, it begins to expand out into a bubble.
Did you say it went near him or from where it's at?
From where
Did
it's at.
What do you mean?
I wasn't sure if it moved closer to Crom or just okay.
No, it would have moved from Crom to him and then
Gotcha.
shrouded him in a bubble.
Okay.
If someone could go ahead and draw me a circle around him,
Oh,
uh,
Don, can you pass me that?
a 30-foot circle, so I need 15 feet in front of him because of the wall.
Okay.
Cool.
Right,
So
'cause
it
it
goes
wouldn't-
right to the earth elemental.
The circle wouldn't start, like, if the mini is here, the circle wouldn't start here. He would be centered in it, right?
Okay.
Mhm.
Does it say?
Is it a 30-foot radius?
It's
Or just a 30-foot circle?
within 30 feet of it, so it would be actually 30
Okay.
feet.
So yes, it's...
It's 30.
30?
Yeah.
So that's
5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, God. 25, 30.
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Yeah, it's right at the back of the earth
Ooh.
elemental. Oh, Stalk.
I can't see. Are we winning? No.
There you go.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Pass me tissue.
And that's going to be his turn.
So that's like a cloud now around him?
It's, yes, like an ethereal-esque cloud. Just kind of like, it looks like the black ethereal smoke that came from Karam has like really dissipated and become very thin but definitely visible, where it's swirling around him in like a...
So
Like
if looking
shadow.
in, you can still see him, just obscured by
Yes.
cloud.
Yes, like a black sandstorm.
How rude.
Okay.
And that's his turn.
Okay.
So then next we would go to son of a bitch. You should have gone before it, and I'll fix that next turn.
That's fine.
Your turn.
I already wrote it.
Can I?
In pen.
Would you allow me to talk to the earth elemental in terms of like, can you point out where it is, or like, can I ask it like,
That's,
do you sense where it's at?
That's a complex thought to try to translate in another language. I'm gonna say no on that one.
Okay. So the.
I mean, you can talk to it. You can say whatever you'd like, but it may not understand you.
Okay. I mean, the earth elemental, I like kind of commanded it to lead us towards where the thing was at, so I'm assuming it's in front of us. So I'm also gonna just blindly like cast or produce flame at it in that general region.
Sure. With disadvantage. Because you have to avert your eyes without looking at it. Or you can look at it and roll straight.
That's gonna be a. I'm not gonna look at it. 15.
15 to hit?
Yeah.
The 15 will hit.
Hey! Eat shit.
We'll slowly figure out where it is if we throw enough stuff at it.
True.
You hear a rock crash. Not there!
It takes 3
like a
points
chess
of
game.
fire damage.
3.
We're playing Battleship with it.
Cool.
And that's my turn.
All right. So as you watch as Minerva produces flame just kind of generally toward it, and the flames fire out and we'll say graze its arm. And as it grazes its arm, it looks at Minerva, and you watch as the bubble kind of like a tendril forms out of the black smoke and lashes out and hits Minerva.
Can you see through this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. You're still within that 30 foot, so it just lashes out and hits you with like a smoke tendril.
Okay.
And you take 5 necrotic damage.
Great.
So now we go to, it would have been him, but I'm an asshole.
That's fine. I'm the worst.
So then Chessa. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Just slowly letting us all find it for you, aren't you? There he is.
I guess without looking, but seeing like where Crom has thrown this rock, where the attack came from, I guess figuring out that trajectory, I'm gonna grab my what is it called? My hat of wizardry.
Okay.
And I'm
Grab
going
my
to
hat.
attempt to cast Firebolt.
Sure.
So I have to pass an DC 10 Arcana check to see if it even works.
No.
It does not work.
Is it in that one?
Isn't that one? My Arcana is +6. I had such a high percentage chance of that succeeding. So now, that's my action, and I can't do it. I can't do it again until a long rest. So I'm glad I spent all that time figuring out which spell to use.
Use my
That's-
bonus action.
That's my turn. That wasn't the attack roll, by
I
the
know.
way. That was just the DC to see if I succeed.
Go
Use
ahead.
bonus action, throw the hat.
Fuck this! Fuck this hat!
It's liberating.
Sure. So you you peel off the like firebolt sticker or however that works.
See, it's a scratch and sniff.
It's just a.
Well, I know that's how it works on the robes. Is like you grab
Yeah.
the patch and peel the patch
It does
off.
not say anything about stickers or that. So.
It's a sticker on the brim. You don't remove it.
DJ's World.
It's a sticker on the brim.
So you go to the cashier at the Chuck E. Cheese prize counter.
Technically, this one, it's an antiquated cone-shaped hat adorned with gold crescent moons and stars.
Oh my god,
I'm
it's
going to
just a
assume-
very stereotypical wizard hat.
I'm
Flat
gonna give it a
brim
big
with
old.
stickers.
I'm gonna give it a big old brim too because that's more fun.
I like it.
Yeah.
Sure. So you somehow channel fireball out of this cone hat.
It's a cannon.
Sorry, fireball.
Fucking cock my fucking hat.
It's actually awesome.
Yeah, dude, just boost
You
it.
just grab it, fire.
You thought I was a mere wizard.
Treat it like bellows and it's just shooting flames out. Yeah,
Why
so
do you
you
have
do that.
gunpowder? No
Unfortunately,
reason.
misses.
It doesn't. Again, it doesn't happen.
Oh, right, nothing happens.
Nothing
Right.
happens. It
You,
appears that I've accomplished nothing.
and,
Jess
where-
is just really confused by her hat in the middle.
and
Combat.
you're with Crumb, right?
Yep.
Pull
Yep.
the hat off. Dang.
That's awkward.
Oh, no, the gunpowder must have gotten wet.
So then we go to Olaf.
Yeah. Just gonna
Give me the hat.
look over my shoulder at Flint. It's been good, buddy.
It's been a great time.
Yep. I am frost ruined and very large.
Sure.
Let's do this, boys! I'm gonna fucking just head down, full on sprint, and try to fucking grapple this thing.
Okay.
Oh.
Walking away down.
Making it.
Walking past.
That'd
That's
still
another
technically be a disadvantage, right?
So yes, it would still, because I'm blind, I do need to perceive it. I have advantage on athletics checks, because frost rune. So
Sure.
I'm gonna straight roll, and you can test for me.
And you have the inspiration.
Yeah,
check
I already rolled a 6, so I don't
Okay.
know. I'm gonna see what I roll to
Yeah.
whether or not I'm gonna want to use it here, and then frost rune gives me plus. I believe it's 2 on it. Yeah, it's 2 for. Well, it's 22. I feel like I'm gonna not bother using my bardic inspiration, because if it nat 20'd me, we would say I wouldn't win anyway. I feel like it's not going to be a strong thing if it's a withered undead creature. I'm going to take the 22.
It rolled a 21.
Wow.
Oh, the variables!
Because that's dex or strength, right?
Yeah, it's either acrobatics or
Acrobatics or
athletics, but yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, so I grapple it. I'm just gonna fucking weave my arms around this fucking thing, and I'm gonna action surge, kick its legs out, and restrain pin.
Okay.
So we make another fucking athletics check, buddy. Let's do this, boys!
17.
Man, do I'm still... That feels so weird to have disadvantage for being blinded to try to pin a thing that I'm literally holding, but it is what it is.
Would
I
you
guess
have
we can't
advantage?
I have advantage because
it's grappled
grappler, so
now?
Yeah.
double triggers. Ah! Huh. This is why we ignore that rule, because that rule's
Indeed.
fucking dumb.
What is the rule?
So the
Alright,
rule
well,
is no matter how many instances of
Advantage or
disadvantage you
disadvantage.
have, it's a straight roll.
Yeah, as soon as you have one of each, straight roll. You can have advantage
That's
4 times and
stupid.
1
Yeah,
trigger
it's
of
really
disadvantage, and it's just a flat roll. Because exactly this.
Right.
Because it's like, I literally have multiple instances granting me advantage. It feels so miserable for Grappler, not even being good anyway, to just get straight destroyed. Like,
Yep.
I restrain it and restrain myself. I can have 4 instances of advantage, but because restraint gives me disadvantage, I don't gain anything. Like, I just lose. It sucks so hard.
I think
You
it's
lose,
even
good
worse
day,
the
sir.
other way.
Yeah.
Like, if he's restrained and poisoned and exhausted,
Yeah.
and someone uses the help action, he'd just have a straight roll.
Yeah,
It's just
like-
like, oh.
Ignore all those other
Yeah,
things.
ignore
I
all
said,
the
you
bad
can
we
do it,
did."
buddy.
That rule's terrible.
Yeah, I'm a 27.
Yeah, you're gonna win.
Yeah, so I'm gonna fucking straight on restrain this thing, yeet and pin it down onto the ground.
Sure.
So it and I are both restrained, and if in any way whatsoever, because I am large, consuming this thing's space, if I can like hover over its mouth and not giving like suffocating.
Restrain it?
Yeah, dude. You will not see. Yeah, if I can, like, I know you said before the mouth is very big, but, like, Raw is really
Try and
weird,
grab
but
it,
like,
put your hand in.
I'm gonna try as best as I can as a large creature grappling this thing to cover its face and leave the remaining kicky legs and like torso and I guess lower jaw open for my friends.
I'll say you're able to cover its eyes and its eyes. Yeah.
Cool.
Its mouth is going to be a little bit more difficult because it's
Gross.
a canoe.
Gigantic,
but-
yeah.
It's a canoe. Covering this part of its face, its tongue's just like, yeah.
Yeah, that's me. It and I are both restrained and it is grappled, so it's going fucking nowhere.
Sure. So you see Olaf just Leroy run in, grab it, and just kick its legs out and go down to the ground. Just huge smile on his face the whole way down. Just
Can you smell?
what Olaf is cooking.
I'm grappled with death, Flint.
You see Olaf kick his legs out, and they both drop to the ground. You see Olaf like quickly putting his arms over his eyes.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
And then you see again as the smoky bubble around this thing it tendrils back out once more and lashes at Olaf, and you take 5 necrotic damage.
Cool, I'm dead.
Well, down. You're not dead.
No, I'm down.
No, I'm dead.
Well, my corpse is on it.
Yeah, your corpse is blocking his face.
Yeah, and I'll say it's still blocking his eyes. He still can't see.
I did my duty, friends.
Indeed.
What
Get
a
in
hero.
here.
And that's going to be the end of Olaf's turn. So we're going to Flint.
All right. I have a plan. So it's laying on the ground right now.
Sure. Correct.
I'm going to run over to it. I'm going to pull out from my inventory the chest lid with the cog carving that I took from the underground dungeon.
Sure. Yeah,
I'm going to
remember
put
that.
it over his face and I'm going to sit on it.
Yes!
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to heal Olaf.
Are you gonna like push my corpse off him? Or are you gonna like sit on me? Sit on me.
Okay.
Dog pile!
So
Yeah, dude.
I'll wedge the chest lid under your arms, and then I'll sit on top of you. So we've really got its face covered with
pin
this
this
wooden
fucker.
chest. Yeah. And then I'm going to use my bonus action, and I'm going to heal him. With my healing word.
Very good.
Sure. All right, so Olaf's back up. It now has a chest lid over its face.
5.
And Flint and
No,
Olaf
I'm sorry.
are now blocking his
7.
mission.
Oh, that's too much. What are you doing?
I'm too alive. Take it back.
This is bad.
Quick, stab to
So to confirm, you've got the chest lid over his head.
Yep.
You
Then
sitting
my
on
body.
it,
Yeah.
and then Olaf over his
No.
face.
Chest, me, and then him
And then
sitting
Flint.
on my back.
Yeah, I
like
lift
on
up
my
his arm,
shoulders.
shove it under there so it's over his face. And
Sure.
then I sit on top of Olaf to weigh it down.
Sure. Okay.
We're just gonna crush this thing. Wither. Nope. You don't talk anymore. Bad.
Made him a wonderful mask.
Get off of me! I am
Yep.
the abyss!
Rocky?
I will not be treated like this!
Yeah, I got a Rocky.
All right. So
Get in here, Rocky.
Sit, boy!
Get everybody.
Sit!
I command Rocky to attack it, and Rocky shrugs me off, so I fall to the ground, and he sinks into the ground. Earth glides, because this is a cavern, right? It's not like... So
I
Earth
love
glides,
that.
goes into the ground and tunnels through the ground. Appearing next to our friend,
Sure.
and he's going to make 2 slam attacks.
Monkey.
Slam.
Nat 1.
Wham, bam,
Flint's
slam.
dead.
Thank you, man.
Go ahead, roll.
You have advantage because it is restrained and prone.
So the first one is a 19,
Sure.
and the second one is a natural 20.
Where are you aiming?
Slam!
So they got his head pretty much pinned down. He's just gonna go right to the torso. Just like whatever part is left of him, just
An Earth Elemental is large. It's got big arms.
how tall is this thing?
It's medium.
Okay, so it's like probably like 5 to 6 feet.
Rip his leggies.
Earth Elemental arms are wide and they're near his head.
It's fine, dude. Fucking hit me then.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna go. I told him
Yeah,
to attack.
just
It's not gonna be like, excuse me.
Mush it
friends."
and me!
No, I'll say it's
He's got
just
too much health anyway.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
fine.
I'm at 7. I'm practically full.
like
Never
Charlie
mind.
and Eddie Murphy did to Rick James. It's just going to attack his legs.
Break break his legs!
So the Earth Elemental runs up and bam, bam, crashes down on his legs. Go ahead and roll your damage. What was the first one again? 17?
19.
19. Yeah, they
Okay.
both hit. Of
So
course. 'cause
the
crit.
first one, let's see. Let's grab these guys. Lord.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, dude, this Earth Elemental's killing it.
That's 13. The first one's 18.
Yep.
Sure.
And then the crit.
So I'm never gonna not ask. So
Cap and roll.
So it's 2d8, right?
it's 2d8.
Yep, so
So
you cap both,
16
so
is the
16.
base.
And then roll again.
okay. 9 plus 5 is 14 plus 16.
So it's 30.
30.
Okay.
30 leg damage.
Well, like, dude, just every campaign now, man. We just really bully like the fucking thighs.
Fuck your legs!
Oh, this is really gonna pay off in the later rounds.
Crush his pelvis.
Yeah. Oh, as a man with aching pelvis pain, it hurts me personally, dog.
So you watch
The
as
same with Glenn, dude, right?
Earth Elemental runs over and just crashes both of his arms down on the Bodak's legs. You see chunks of stone just scattered amongst his
He
legs.
says, "Give me my money."
He's you see the legs just bleeding profusely.
His legs are so bloody!
His legs are bloody.
His legs are bloody.
Just bottom half's bloody.
And the Earth Elemental as well gets lashed at by the smoky aura and takes 5 necrotic damage.
Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. I think we had another follower.
Hello.
We did. I thanked them in the chat because we were in the middle of something.
And then we're going to go to Stalk. Back to the top.
All right. I guess we're aiming
Ice
for
cube.
leggies.
Nothing but legs.
Nothing but leggies.
Yeah, no, I'll throw my daggers aiming for some legs. I have 4 left, so we're gonna throw 3
He's got
of
2
them right
legs.
now. The first one's a nat 20. Definitely have sneak attack now.
Yes, you do.
What did I say about the next turn?
The second one was a 19.
Imagine 2 nat 20s. Oh my god.
And the third one would be my bonus action is 18.
Yeah, they all hit.
I know where he is now.
Yeah,
There's
Right
so
to the
many,
femoral artery.
so many things are
Come on,
happening
guys,
over
save
there.
me some Bodak. I want to squish him. Do you want a piece?
I'm just gonna rip this thing asunder. Monkey.
All right, so the first one was the nat 20
Good night,
sneak
move.
attack. 6, 10, 16, 22. 22 piercing on the first one.
Okay. Magical or no?
No, sneak attack's not magical.
No, it's just a
And I don't
weapon.
have Hunter's Mark, so no.
Okay.
And then the second one, I guess, is just that. Oh no, there's actually just 2 anyway, because it's not the first turn anymore. So this one doesn't get the mod, so this will just be for 5 piercing.
Okay.
You only
Cool.
get 3 on turn 1.
Yeah, so
Roast.
he watches Stalk flings daggers at its legs and they just stab into the already bleeding legs of this
We actually
Bodak.
don't see stuff.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
see
you
Stalk,
see
you see
daggers.
daggers. And you watch as one of them just collides directly into the femoral artery. So it's just quickly pulling blood out of his leg. And then we go to Crom.
Okay.
Now that we know that his nervous system is the same as a human's,
Good.
we can exploit him.
We're gonna
I'm
make
gonna
him pay.
go ahead and
I'm gonna
my
cough on
friend
it.
from my shoulders. Set you on the ground. It's monkey time.
Full on.
Get me on in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go full DK Donkey Kong and just.
DK.
Sure, real quick, because I
Resistance
forgot,
to
Mike,
necrotic damage.
you would also take the 5 necrotic from the thing hitting
Absolutely.
Would I have also?
Yeah, you're within
If
the
you
range.
end the turn with it, I'm assuming.
you. Yes, and I didn't think you did, Flint. But
No, Don, he was asking.
Yeah.
Don
Were you
would
within
take-
30 feet of?
Yeah. Sitting on
I'm
top
sitting
of
on
He
him.
ran up and sat on
Oh,
it
right,
with
yeah,
me.
absolutely. So, yeah, you would have. Sorry.
Mhm.
Did you do damage to
I'm
him?
gonna.
No.
Or is it just if you're in that?
Yeah, I'm just sitting on him. I think it's if you're within the range.
Yeah, he's so he's grappled.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, yeah, he's restrained. You have advantage.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Get his leggies.
I'm going after whatever's available.
His legs.
His leggies. So
Beat his legs. We're just the worst
So we
criminals
walked over.
ever.
We
We're
just started
breaking
wailing
these
on his
dudes.
legs. He crawled out.
Everybody always goes for the chest or the head.
Right.
Nobody ever goes for the legs.
Right?
Yeah, I
Breaking
mean, you
legs,
get hit,
stealing
you get
batteries
punched
out
in
of
the quad a
remotes.
couple of times, and you're not walking.
Yeah,
I'm
Like,
gonna Charlie horse him really bad.
oh,
I can't. So the first one is gonna be a 21.
Just make his
Sure.
hamstrings into a guitar.
that'll hit.
The
Yes.
second one
Would you like me to play you a song?
is gonna be an 18 plus 5. Yeah.
That'll hit. Yep, they both hit. Pretty decisively.
You'll get a DK Donkey Kong in the chat, please. Thank you.
DK. Chunky's dead.
Oh, I love it. It's gonna be 15. 15 leggy damage.
The old bludgeoning.
Go ahead and describe how.
Death by legs.
I wanted a piece of it, and I got it.
I just real quick before we get through this combat, I have to sincerely commend you on your problem solving. Because you went, this thing can see me. I put a chest over it. Like I looked at the stat block and went, well, that's gonna be 5 damage a turn, and that's it. Like, it's got
I
nothing.
was literally willing to throw my whole corpse on his face. Just blind this thing right back.
When I was like, man, there's a chance here. Like, this might get bad. And then Don goes, no, I put a box on it. I'm going to use the Skyrim pickpocketing attack. Go ahead.
I took it because it was interesting. Did not think it would come in
The
handy.
flavor just.
I was gonna tie the kelp to it and make like a set of goggles to put over his
With
eyes.
the kelp goggles.
Yeah.
Before
trying to make that
before
work.
I finish him, just so I know, the lid had the cog on the inside, right?
Yes.
In the middle of the chest, lid, right? Fuck. I'm still gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna punch him once in the leg. And then I'm gonna see that beautiful opening between Olaf's arms, holding the box lid open, and I'm just gonna right through
Through the box?
and just smash his face in.
My boss.
One in the leg. Oh, look, an opening. Bam.
Sure.
Monkey.
Yeah, so
They're
you
huge.
punch your arm through this box. I mean,
No, I'm only medium.
destroying the lid,
Just
just
remove that from my inventory.
Fuck
splinters
it.
It's broken now,
cascade
so-
down.
It's broken. It's easier to carry.
Nah.
Problem
Get
solving.
spending on it. It's fine.
And splinters break down, and you watch as the Crom's fist just makes contact with its face and just splatters it.
The lid acted as a shield to keep everybody nice and clean.
Yeah, it caught everything for you. It's very dead. I mean,
Does it leave like a gear imprint? in his face?
sure.
It's imprinted on my knuckles now.
Yeah, it would. Sure. Yeah, and you just, I mean, pummel this thing into a pulp, and it's just gone.
Gotta get knuckle tattoos. Ooh, ooh.
Ooh.
What would y'all like to do?
I want to run up and just hug my earth elemental by the leg. Just, I love you. You're so strong. I love you.
Make an attack roll. I'm just kidding.
Ah!
You're so strong.
You reverted back, right? You reverted back to your normal size?
I believe it concludes when I'm incapacitated. Maybe it says it in the additional.
Do you cast enlarge on yourself? Is that what it is?
No, it's literally just a straight up feature. No, it doesn't say it concludes if I'm incapacitated, so I'm still big. Rah! Ah. Good job, Flint. It's dead?
Also,
dead.
the black smoky shit would.
Yeah, recede into it.
What would an earth elemental want as a gift? I just want to give it so many nice things.
Nice rock.
Pick up rock.
Thank you. And I just hand it to the earth elemental.
It's its dick.
Kind of looks
Oh
down.
my god!
And it takes the rock.
We're gonna rumble.
It takes the rock between its like big stone fingers and just kind of like looks at it for a moment, and it looks up and looks at you, and it just eats it.
He ate the rock.
Very good.
You fed him.
And you watch as it just begins crunching down on this rock,
Fucking
little
cannibals.
chunks of stone like flying out.
Then I just pat it on the leg. Just an admiration, like it's my own child.
How long does that? Did I give you on that again? I can't remember.
It's an hour.
I think it
That
was.
was an hour?
Let me double check, but
Did I put it for an hour?
Yeah, I also thought it was a minute.
I hope I didn't put it for an
I feel
hour.
like it should be a minute, even
I'll
if
retcon that real quick.
even if previously an hour. I feel like it should be a minute.
It doesn't say. It just says pairing
One
it.
whole hour.
Yeah, dude, that's.
A monkey
It summons an
business.
earth elemental. The earth elemental has its own initiative and will act on its own accord. That's all it says. It doesn't give a time.
Oh, I specifically listed it acts on its own accord.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh.
that's good to know.
Oops.
It's still there.
Even if I summon it, it like could still attack me.
Oh yeah.
Even with me.
Like when
being
you
like
summon a
it's-
creature, you're not summoning it and controlling it, unless it specifically says like you control it. And sure, I made this one. I'll have to look at the summon earth.
Typically, the
spell.
ones that are not within your control are the higher level elementals, the higher level demonic creatures, like conjure animals, conjure. I believe actually Fae for the 4th level variant, also probably because Fae are notoriously chaotic. So
I think you do control that one.
You control the new Fae one? Okay. But, like, it's more that they're not definitively hostile. It is it could become hostile if she dies. If she is if, like, the conjurer dies and the spirit remains, because, like, that was the thing that came up for Raz with possibly conjuring the higher level, like, elementals, like the Myrmidons. Those things, if I were to be incapacitated or die, they would remain for the full hour, and then I'm not even there to, like,
oversee
They
it.
just start
speak on our behalf. Like,
Right.
it's not that it's hostile, it's just she can still, as its conjurer, communicate with it. It doesn't mean it's definitively hostile.
So I just looked up the summon elemental.
Giant rock baby.
It's an ally to you and your companion.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not going to attack you.
Okay.
Giant rock baby.
Yeah.
But it could also, if I'm like, go do a thing, it could tell me no.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it makes its own.
So we'll use the summon elemental spell, like the kind of description of it for that. I'll go in and edit the item.
Cool.
It
Okay.
does say it obeys your verbal commands.
Okay.
So
How long do you want me to say this lasts for? Because I can put it in now, but there was nothing listed before.
I'll just send it. I'll update this stat block later.
Okay.
I do think a minute. As
Yeah,
an
absolutely.
item, as an early level
Yeah.
thing that we're having,
Absolutely.
a minute.
That's fine.
Or an hour.
I would have no, absolutely not an hour. No
It's
way.
hard.
You know,
If
I
a
like the way
minute-
an hour sounds. It
If
just
a
sounds
minute
good.
is a lifetime in combat, an hour is an eternity.
It makes it where, like...
It lasts a minute. That's
Okay.
That's what we established before.
Okay.
60 minutes, see? I'm pushing for you. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay.
So what would y'all like to do?
I'm going to go ahead and look at my friend Olaf over here and just...
Feels good, right? Yeah. Bop it in the chest once. Like, right below the edge of the jaw. I'm just like... Catch the bottom of the ribs. See? Yes, this is a lot of fun. Good job, Flint.
Thank you, thank you. I'm just trying to think on my feet.
Wherever you are, Stalk.
Yeah,
God.
I'll be swimming around picking up my daggers.
I'm gonna cast light on my hat.
Okay.
You will see me. And I'll be walking around picking up my daggers.
There's a cat!
Ears back recoil.
Everyone make a con save.
He
Con save?
scampers away.
Sure.
Well, except Stalk, sorry.
18.
17.
9.
19.
Okay, only Crumb. As Tressa casts light on the top of her hat, and light spreads out, Crumb looks over and sees Stalk and gets spooked.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Danger condition to spook.
That's all. I just wanted to add that. That's all.
Did
I run away, scamper up the wall.
I don't know if I asked before. Did it seem like the earth elemental liked the rock I gave it?
I ate it.
Okay.
Ew.
That's probably fine.
What else do you do to the things you love?
No.
It's true.
Just ask DJ.
You know what, Sarah?
Damn.
That was kind of deep, Sarah. You went for the low blow on that, and I don't appreciate it.
You have actively on this chat
Uh-oh.
talked about your love for sandwiches
True.
very passionately.
And I
Red
hope
Robin.
you eat them because
If not, I'm a fuck this. No, it makes more sense now.
Oh no!
Oh.
Well, that's canon.
Which said, I'm gonna fuck that rock.
I just like it's his penis. He just picks it up, looks at it,
and eats it.
That's
and
a,
eats.
that's a fat fucking rock.
I'm gonna pick up the upper half of this thing and kind of, as it goes limp from the lower halves down, extend it out towards my monkey friend. You wanna pull?
Can I?
Do you also want to pull?
I wanted to take notes on it first before it's.
Oh yeah, we'll hold it like a nice French lady for you.
You should stretch its jaw out.
See how big.
Minerva, would you like to do the honors?
Start running like it's a parachute. Just
Yeah, everybody get under.
Start doing double dutch with it.
it's like a bag of holding.
a jump rope.
Jump. It's very Philly. It's a jump.
I'm gonna try and draw this while they're doing
Whatever we're doing.
whatever they're doing,
Sure.
and just like make a little
While
diagram.
you're sketching, they're playing Great Depression era games with
Pass the boat out.
They play jump rope with corpses.
I'll stand in the middle and I'll spin it.
I mean,
you guys have to jump
probably.
over it.
I don't know for a fact, I just know it's true.
That's fair.
So we're checking to see how big his mouth can go.
Way too big.
Yeah. Oh.
Takes up the whole room.
Oh.
We can make like a
Pocket dimension.
yeah. We can make like a boat out of this.
Good. A nice little boat canoe.
Yeah, like a canoe.
Boat.
A
Yeah.
boat deck.
Have I heard about this? Like, would I be familiar with this creature at all? Like, would I have read anything?
Yeah, also make a history check. Sure.
Yeah, we just get it.
Because we technically don't know what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I am the abyss. I'm deadly.
death.
19.
Sure. So you would
Like playground bully.
Stop in yourself.
It's that meme, Dracula, where are you, big nerd? Scorpion, go there, where are you? We're here to take your loot.
I'll say, yeah, you recognize it from, you're able to identify it by the wither, where it looks at that whole, you would know that there's a type of undead that's been seen before, not necessarily common or, routinely encountered in Fabroxy, but had been seen before in Fabroxy of matching this description called a Bodak. I'll give you that, sure.
Yeah. After Chessa has satisfied her drawing and everything, guess we'll just. At least we know it's not coming back.
I'll point to his smushed head.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Sure.
No.
I'm just gonna turn it around.
Minerva, you may want to burn it.
That's probably not a bad idea. Does anybody
Let's
else?
just do everything.
No, before we
I
do
love
that
it.
though,
It's undead, so.
I don't want to look at its eye holes anymore, and I'm gonna give it googly eyes.
Good.
That makes sense.
I don't want to look
This
at
all
the
tracks.
You have like
sunken
false
eyes.
teeth you can put in its mouth.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wind up
I'll get the
jumpers.
fake glasses with the nose and the mustache.
Big from half.
Yeah,
Like the ones with the.
yeah, I'll give them
Oh, I
those.
was thinking the ones with the.
Oh yeah,
On the,
yeah, it's
on the slickies.
yeah, it's the disguise glasses with slinky eyes. Yeah, and chattering teeth. Yeah.
The eyes of the abyss! We light it on fire.
I would love if one of these times these things came back to life while this was happening. And round 2.
I just picture the shark from Toy Story. I'm Woody. Howdy.
In terms of now that there is a bright light from our good friend Chessa here in this room, I do still have the 120 feet of dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
I can see the entirety of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else in here? Like, in terms of furniture, or things upon the wall, or markings in floor?
Sure.
And then I'm assuming I would see this other whatever opening.
Yeah, it's a room.
Okay.
Yep, you would be able to see that as well.
Okay.
In terms of what else you would see in this room, excuse me.
Oh, okay.
That was a deep yawn. I needed that. I'll say the second level has been primarily used for mining. There's no like mining office space down here. Like I don't know how else to describe that, but like there's not like a foreman, like a foreman's office
Holy
or
shit, there's
like
an office
a barracks
Fair,
or
okay.
that kind of like.
Where's the ore accountant?
Well, filing cabinet.
Yeah, right?
Where's the ore?
Printer's just broken in the
Oh.
Like
corner.
a supervisor in the corner.
Don, I'm glad you're the only one who heard that. So you would see the walls are, again, primarily comprised of, like, pick, mark, axe holes.
Mm-hmm.
Pick, axe, mark,
Shut up, Axel.
and holes.
Nope.
I can't words.
It's okay. Yeah, I mean, if there doesn't look to be any indications, once we've ripped and burned this Bodak body, start wandering over towards this hole.
Before we burn the body,
Sure.
I want to check and see if it has anything on it other than the cloak that it's wearing.
Got cash.
Sure.
Or if it's got like any like
Jewelry
necklace.
or
Yeah.
anything.
Make an investigation check.
Can I have the cloak?
I was thinking about taking it, but yeah, you can have it.
Let me have his shawl.
What does it look like under the
Investigation?
cloak?
The same pallid,
ripped.
sickly
It's like
gray, but very lean and tight.
Super
12.
muscular, actually. Very deceptive.
A 12?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. So the cloak gets removed. You begin to like kind of look the body over a little bit and see what you got going on.
Nice.
That sounded different.
Yeah, now that he's naked. Look him
What we
over.
got going on here?
That wasn't the same question that I asked.
It seems like an odd place for a Bodak to have a tattoo. Yeah, okay.
Butterfly, really?
Thought you were better than that, Bodak.
Sorry.
Does he have a bodonkadonk?
Ooh.
I need to know.
You know that's
As
on
I
Bodak
was
Yellow.
saying it, I went, oh no. It was too late.
Bodak horseman.
Is this where Cardi got the Bodak Yellow song from?
Oh, God. So you look over his body.
Nice.
I'll say you find on the inside of one of the wrists,
Okay.
you will find a tattoo, like Glenn joked. There will indeed be a tattoo.
A butterfly.
Nice.
And it says, live, laugh, love.
Laugh, wither.
No, it would...
Oh my god.
It would at first glance appear to be nothing, but the more you kind of stare at it and investigate it, it starts to look like a mask a little bit, like a black mask. And then just, it kind of, the more you look again, it just goes back to being like a black splotch.
Yeah, you see, his art is messed up. They probably made it too small and it just over time just mushed together. Now it's a bad tattoo.
They should have left space.
Olaf, you have tattoos, right?
I have markings of my people, yes.
Are you familiar with other tattoos? Have you seen anything like this? And I kind of point at the mark on his arm.
I've seen anything that would look like a tattoo like that. That's up to you. I just have like the tribal
Sure.
stuff of what would be culturally appropriate for the like Nordic style Goliath that I grew up with.
Yeah, I mean, so you'd be aware of like the idea of traditional tattoos or tattoos to commemorate things.
Sure.
You know, yeah,
Yeah.
you'd be aware of that.
Sick
Sure.
ass eagle chest.
So
I-
would I associate this with a celebration, an organization, a ritualistic thing, something else in disguise of like honorifics? Would I equate this with like a symbolism for like a natural element or an area?
Sure, I'm going to say make an insight check.
You got it. Oh, my rune choices give me advantage on insight. That is a 16.
Sure, okay. I think an insight check is the right call
Yeah.
for that, right? Like
Yeah.
that
Like
seems,
history,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, you'd be aware that, you know, the, 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 So you would identify it as a mask. You would identify it as a black mask at that point.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be aware of like organizational tattoos.
Okay.
So tattoos that are meant to show that you belong to an organization.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And that's what this appears to be because it's just a simple item tattooed in like a semi-discrete area.
Yeah, something that could easily be covered up if needed.
And also easily shown if needed.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would convey that. Definitely looks as though it's a passage. Like a right. I do not know whether or not it matters that this thing is here in this area. Seems strange to me, but hard to know what to make of it. I guess it would, to me, give some kind of inference of this thing once did in fact live. I do not know whether or not it lived in this area.
Unless it's a part of the Black Mask group after it died and they were using it as a weapon.
Possibly.
It's interesting though. Yeah, I just kind of make a mental note of like what the mask looks like on its arm, where its location is, things like that.
Question for you in terms of how things have been described for us in the mines.
Mm-hmm.
We've been told previously that they do not know from where the monsters originate in here, but it feels as though the monsters are replenished daily.
Correct.
And that's why they're sending guards and things of that nature in.
Right.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That to me means that if there is some kind of source, it would feel strange for a monster to be spawned. Originate naturally from inside of here and bear that mark.
Unless they're created by that organization.
Possibly, but that would still give at least Minerva the knowledge that they're here.
Absolutely.
Actively
Yes.
contributing to something. But there's a further room ahead.
I just storm off. I just go storming right to
Cool.
it. We need to fucking go.
I'm
I
gonna
need
like
answers.
fucking turkey like break this elbow.
Not even looking behind me, just fucking produce flame, catch it on fire, and I'm beelining for the door.
Yeah, if I get burned a little bit, I'm gonna break the arm, twist it, and cut it with my great axe.
Sure.
And
Okay.
then, would you like to draw this while we move?
I'll take one good look at it and be like, I'm good.
Cool. You eat the arm.
Go
Write in my notes.
Mm-hmm.
Draw like a crude arm and
Mm-hmm.
what the splotch looked like.
Sure. Yeah. It
Like a Rorschach test, but like she makes it out to look like a mask.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's significantly better.
Standing.
It's nice to stand sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I sit so much. Like I sit 10 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead
you
and,
said you're going to the other room.
Oh yeah, I'm
Okay.
beelining, yeah.
pick up Chessa and we'll get moving.
As I'm walking into this room, I would like to cast Divine Sense.
Okay.
So I can detect good and evil that's not under any cover.
Not
know
behind
it's-
total cover. Good
Right.
and evil.
Celestial fiend,
undead.
undead.
Hallowed.
And then consecrated or
Desecrated and
desecrated.
consecrated. Sure.
You had said before you have the horn, right? Just because, like, as she leaves and I see the light starting to leave, you're gonna just fade from my eyes.
Yep. Yeah. What is the distance on the light?
20 bright, 20 dim. So, like, literally,
So
as soon
I
as
will
she
be
starts.
trying to stay about 40 feet away.
Yep. Yeah. While Stalk is in sight, I like to see the daggers from the dark. It's very entertaining.
If I'm not long enough.
Just
Commend your ability to grapple. Get him in that half Nelson.
Yeah.
In your stomach.
hold him. Just shank him.
Sure. So you begin quickly entering into that room.
Yeah.
As you enter in, it is pretty dark. I mean, there's no source of light in that room right now.
We're
There is.
following
Yeah,
behind.
we're all running over.
Yeah.
I am the source of light.
So you all quickly make your way over. As the light begins to spread out through the room, you notice that unlike the other walls, which are very rough, like a lot of chips in the stone because of where they've been mined, these walls seem to be kind of more homogeneous. Like nice and smooth and like not, perfectly flat. There's rock
Less
curves.
jaggedness.
It's a curvy wall.
Mm-hmm.
But no like pickaxe marks or anything like that in the walls. Seems to be pretty empty of those. You look around the rest of the room. I mean, you've got the stone floor, the like dark gray stone floor.
Mm-hmm.
In the very back corner near where our circle anchor is.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I can turn off the table cam now, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
As you get to that very back corner, you would see a hole in the floor. Similar to the Bodak, you would see wisps of like black ethereal smoke kind of like
Tendriling
wisping
out of it.
up out of the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Around it for about 10 feet.
How big is the hole?
The hole is probably about we'll say 7-8 feet in diameter. It's pretty wide.
Say like right here.
Yeah. Spreading out 10 feet away from that, you would see like patches of splotchy brown, just kind of like spreading out across the floor away from it. In the corners of the room, you would have your standard braces to hold up the ceiling, you know, cross beams, that kind of stuff. You would have all that there. But yeah, that's what you're looking at.
And then with divine sense, I didn't sense anything in the room.
No. Nope.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just, I don't know. I guess I'm like just holding my mace and just walking over to the pit.
Okay. You're gonna walk to the hole?
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. So you start to walk over to the hole. And as you're approaching it, you know, you would step closer and closer.
Mm-hmm.
Once you're within 15 feet of it.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Is that 15 feet?
Yep.
Of the center of the hole?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
15, yes.
Then I lied. You would go another 5 feet because you're just walking until you reach
Yeah.
the hole. So
Yep.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and as you step down, you would see just the brown that's on the ground plume up and begin to like fill the space again, similar to how you had encountered before. And as it does so, like you feel the temperature around you just drop significantly. Especially you, because you would be sensitive to like temperature drops. And you feel it get very cold very quick. Go ahead and make a con save.
Don, can you start sliding the rest of us over in this direction, please? Yep.
Damn, the microphone's so close.
Not the boat. That's the Earth Elemental.
Come on, friend.
I'll be about 40 away.
The Earth
from
Elementals.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone. It's been...
Yeah, it's been
It's
over a
been
minute.
Yeah, we ripped the corpse up, we drew some things.
You're going.
10.
Say if I can be near it 40 feet away from
40 feet away from me.
No, from her.
Oh, sorry.
The light. I don't know if the room's big enough. If it's not, I would just be near you. But if it looks like it's reasonable,
You got that corner.
Sure. Yeah.
So as you approach to the hole, and all of that happens, and you feel the temperature drop, you take 27 points of cold damage
Okay. I'm
as
down.
the air sucks the heat from you.
All of us or just her?
She's the only... I mean,
Okay.
I imagine she would be like a couple
Yeah,
feet ahead
she's
of
like a full turn of
yeah.
movement ahead
Sure.
of us. So in
Absolutely.
the same way that like I was going to run forward,
Yeah.
have the thing happen, we would be entering 30 feet approximately behind her, and you said you're downed?
Mm-hmm.
So you just walked in and just dropped.
Yep.
Cool. Well, yeah, I would just look at Flint. Gonna bring me back?
Yeah, I got one more.
Up front?
I'll put my hand up and stop you from doing that.
Monkey?
Put Chessa down, and I'm gonna walk in, grab her, and just sling her back as quickly as I can. Grab her on the floor.
Sure.
If I have to enter
Do
the
we-
space, I will take the cold. But
Do
I'm
we-
literally moving in, grabbing her, and pulling her back.
Sure.
Do we feel the temperature drop around us or just Minerva?
Unless you're within 5 feet of it. You
Okay.
Okay, so we have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta look at a thing.
I'm gonna talk to a guy about a thing.
Are you looking for like carrying another creature?
Monkey strong.
Nope. Just trying to determine if fire ganassi are made of actual fire.
No.
No, they're not.
I just have like fire properties.
She's fiery.
But not made of actual fire.
No.
Good. Yeah, so Crom would walk over and grab her and begin to pull. Also make the con save as well.
gonna be like a 4 + 2. I was expecting to fail it.
Yep.
Everybody down.
Monkey though.
Yeah, monkey.
Stories are fun like that.
It's going to be 19 cold damage,
I'm not a monkey.
and anything left over, so if
Yeah,
you had,
splashes onto
it
you.
would go down to you as well.
Yeah. So it'll be.
Are you conscious as Crom?
11. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. So,
You said 19.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm not actually taking all that much.
But yeah, you walk forward and grab Minerva and like pull her foot away from it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm gonna pull her back to roughly about where I was standing before. That I knew, like me standing here, I was fine. So I don't know what the fuck happened. She's coming back here with me,
Sure.
and I'm gonna go ahead and pop a spell on her real quick.
I don't know which one, but I'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Inflict wounds.
Go quietly into
This better be good.
No more screams, only
You better
sleep now.
thank
I
me.
don't know what happened. She just died.
Yeah.
Cool, you're catching.
It's fun, right?
7.
Yell from the darkness. This looks bad.
What'd you do, Glenn? Was cure wounds?
Cure wounds. And Chell
One
just
for
got healed
7.
for 7.
Wait, I just blow my silent alarm.
Yeah, I mean, fuck
Your
happened.
face a little bit.
The masks, I need to get them.
That's what
I don't
happened.
think you should.
You.
That's a hole in the ground.
She's like cold too, right? From me
Wake up
grabbing
shivering.
her.
Yeah,
no,
she,
no, she
Tyler,
wouldn't be
gotta get 'em.
cold. I mean,
She's not
it-
cold to the touch.
No. Yeah, she was unconscious but alive.
It was a simple mistake. Let me go.
No.
So you're gonna walk back into the same thing that made you drop before? Use your head. Bang.
Oh, 7 points of damage.
Use your head. Pong. Let me be a monkey first. Oh.
I was unaware of the strength of my foes.
I hugged
I'm
the
aware
rabbits
now.
too hard, George.
Oh no!
It's okay, Lenny.
What happened?
I just walked to the hole and I got really cold and that's all I remember.
I'm gonna pull. I have a torch in my inventory. Can you light this? And I'm going to just like throw it towards the hole.
Sure.
Oh god.
This way you don't eat and hit
No.
them in the back.
So you... How far are you tossing it from?
I mean, I would probably toss it over to where Minerva was.
How far are you tossing it from, like, distant? Like, how far away are you from it when
The
you
hole.
toss it?
As close as anyone else has gotten besides Minerva. So
Yeah.
So like 20 feet.
Yeah.
She's like 20 feet away.
Sure. So you would yeet the torch. It clatters on the ground as it begins to, like, roll into the patch around the hole itself. As it's passing, the torch is passing and hits the ground slightly in front of it. You would watch the mold itself actually expand out around the torch, and then continue another 10 feet past it.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and
Extend that drawing.
the torch will say hit 5 feet away from it, or within
Is
like
this-
5 feet.
Is this the wisps or the brown on the ground?
The brown,
Can I have
and that will spread another 10 feet out.
Mm-hmm.
And then anyone within 5 feet of that,
Mm-hmm.
So it was 5 feet out. Now it's 10 feet out.
another 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 10 on top of that 5.
So it's 15.
Oh jeez.
Mm-hmm.
But we're about 20, so.
So anyone within 5 feet of that,
Yep.
is gonna go ahead and make that con save
Yeah.
again.
So you and I.
So when the torch got thrown, did it move or expand?
It expanded.
Okay.
Do I also? I guess I also. make
Yeah.
a con save.
We're within.
Oh, come on!
That was so close.
Oh, it's like the other one was almost at 20.
I got a nat 20.
Hell yeah, Sarah.
23.
11.
Sorry, Chell.
It's been real.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
It's going to be 23 for Chell, and then half that for you two.
She net 20.
Yeah.
So you're fine.
Cool.
Ha-ha!
Feels,
And
feel
everyone
a little
else.
cold.
Cool, I'm down.
And
But
I'm
yeah,
down.
you feel the heat
Oh,
suck.
You're very good at throwing things and getting people killed. I love
How
it.
was I supposed to know that was gonna happen again?
I'm gonna reach down and attempt to drag Olaf's body away.
Ah!
Okay, sure. So you walk over and bend down to grab Olaf.
Grab Minerva
Go
again.
ahead and
Yeah, I mean,
save as well.
she's still
Well, I'm
like right
behind
in front.
him.
So I'm just yoinking her back
So I
even
wouldn't
further.
be within that range because he's 5 feet off. If I'm behind
Fair,
him.
you're right. You're
Yeah.
within like 3 feet of
Yeah.
him being 5 feet. Yeah, so you
Yeah.
wouldn't. That's fair.
I'm within 5 of Minerva.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
I'm
push him.
pulling her back.
Get in there.
And you're also not gonna like mount him
No.
to pull him out.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Well,
Forward!
no, I'm gonna just like hook under his arms and pull him back,
Cool.
Ow.
and then I'm gonna heal him.
Sure.
We said it looks like you said it looks like there's more room back there too. Is that?
Yeah, it's not. The hole isn't on the corner. There's a couple of feet between it and the wall. Is that what you mean?
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure if you were saying like it was covered, like there was a secret passage that we saw or
Oh,
something.
no.
Okay, now I understand now. I got you. I didn't know if me trying to zoom you through it was an option.
Awesome.
I love him.
Yeah, I'm still down.
Yeah.
I'll,
Then you're gonna stay down.
Stay down.
oh my goodness.
Rocky.
I'll reach out and touch my
Touch
friend.
Good. Good.
Another 4.
Woo! That was a good one, Flint.
Yeah, I'm all tapped out for right now, so
Oh,
let's be
it's
a little
fine.
bit more careful this time.
Yes. Same.
That's my
I'm
last.
back in.
That's my
I'm
only.
very tired.
What did you see? Anything?
See? Did I see anything? Did I experience anything other than extreme cold?
Oh, when you die?
Yeah.
No. When I got unconscious.
What's on the other side of the veil?
Tell me.
I thought you
Casually.
meant. I'll
That's
say.
what I meant.
Yeah, as you approach the hole, I mean, you would just see it's a black hole. Like, it's
No.
just-
When she did the thing and the mold expanded and I take cold damage, did
Oh.
I experience anything other than extreme cold?
Yeah, just the heat being sucked from your body.
Felt like a nice glass of whiskey.
That puts heat into your body.
No, not for a while.
Hot on my bones.
I'm a good
I
man.
think I'm drinking whiskey wrong.
Role play amongst yourselves.
It might in fact be blood.
I just.
It was fun, right?
Sorry about that.
Things seem to
I'll
really...
wander into the light.
So
So you guys know I'm there still.
Who are you?
Yeah, I want to go to the corner.
that one. Not again. Stop doing that.
Wait, I think we need to make a mental note. Everywhere we go in the future, Chessa needs to be the one to throw the things. It just gets very exciting when she does.
I was gonna say we could get like a magical vacuum to suck up all this mold or something.
This one hates mold.
Hire a mold remediation team to help with
Yeah.
this.
I don't like mold.
I don't think
You
anybody
know anything
likes
about mold?
Probably.
It almost killed me.
Although it was killed me a couple episodes ago.
Yes.
I'm also gonna
Me and Stalk are quite
throw
familiar.
something out there that as a treasure protector, I might know how to get rid of mold
Yeah,
and
right.
prevent it. I'm gonna play that one up and ask.
Yeah, if that's like a trap-related thing.
Yeah.
Am
Is
I
that
a
a thing I
mold
would know?
specialist?
Yeah. As
I know
somebody that deals
moldology.
Mold connoisseur, if you
with
will.
items for powerful people that would be very upset if it was ruined by mold.
Flint, he's a thief and also a mold remediation specialist.
I charge
Do
fair
you have
price.
control water?
Huh?
Do you have control water?
Ooh.
Shake water.
Throw oil all over the mold, burn it away.
Just make it grow.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out.
I don't think we should try that.
We do it from a healthy distance.
It seems
I
that
thought I was at a healthy distance, and it closed that healthy distance. So
Pretty true.
it
One
seems that
person
fire
does
is
it
pretty bad.
from a healthy distance.
So the one thing I was going to ask is,
Sure.
as somebody familiar with the protection of and storage of goods for powerful people,
Sure.
that if they were affected by mold would be very upset, do I have any idea how to prevent / remove mold?
Fair.
Also, does
Yeah.
the librarian know anything about mold
Yes.
studies? Specifically this kind.
True. Yeah.
I
Either
hate
from,
mold. Do I
from
know
studies
anything?
or from
Mm-hmm.
books.
I'm a contractor. Do I know anything?
Is the fire still lit?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, can we back this? Someone scoot me out of
Yeah,
here.
we talk as we walk.
Yeah.
We walking the dog. Get out of the room!
Yeah, I'll say you're aware of like the existence of molds. Absolutely.
Mold is a thing.
Mold
It exists, you know.
Mold and mold appliances.
I'll say go ahead and make a nature check.
12.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, you're aware of at least a couple different types of mold. You would recognize this one, obviously, as brown mold. Because it's brown. And it's mold.
Brown.
Tracks.
Moldy.
You would also be aware of dire brown mold, which is like regular brown mold, but dire.
Good. Good.
Because, you know.
All mold is dire.
Is this dire brown mold or is this?
It's just regular brown mold.
It's not dire enough.
It's not dire enough. You gotta dire it up.
I don't think that's true. It looks pretty dire.
Yeah, I'm feeling.
We've got
this
two
is
party
how-
members down. It's like,
Mold is 10 times more lethal than anything I've killed.
Right?
Yep.
So,
Killed
yeah,
me
you'd
like
be
3 times
aware
in a row.
of the existence of brown mold.
not fair.
I'll say you know that it responds well to fire. That fire feeds it, and it feeds on heat.
What kind of damage was I taking when the
Cold.
mold? Oh,
Cold mold.
cold mold.
Jessa, you have that thing where you can throw ice at people, right?
It's frostbite. It's not ice.
Knife.
Frost
Ice
will
knife.
work.
I
No.
mean, it's a creature. I don't see a creature. There's nothing for
It
me.
might be alive.
What is mold but just another of this world's
mean, I
beautiful creatures that lives?
I can try to cast frostbite.
It
on
likes
the
fire,
mold.
so we put the torch out. We could.
I'll
try
cast
to
prestidigitation
ice it
and put
out.
out the torch.
Mm-hmm.
Cool
Okay.
it.
Yeah, so you put out the torch. Yep.
Cool it.
Does the mold retract or does it stay put?
There would be some lingering heat on the torch, like the flame extinguishes, but it's still going to heat like the wood and everything because fire was attached
Yeah.
to it. I'll say that. So it's receding, but slowly.
Mm. Can I cast frostbite at the mold? I can cast it on one creature that I can see within range.
Make me a deck save.
If not, I have
It's a
another
con
solution.
save.
Oh, even better.
Sure, and mold is arguably a creature. Like, it's
That's-
such a gray area that the specifics of arguing it are just too pedantic, and I don't want to get into it. So I'll say, yeah, it's a
Okay,
creature that you
it's-
can target. Sure.
Then it makes a con save.
I can grapple this mold now.
We can do crazy shit with microorganisms. Let's go.
Let me fight these spores.
Yeah.
Stab the mold.
Or stab it in the mitochondria.
I'm gonna cast the opposite of
You're
enlarge.
not the powerhouse.
Powerhouse, no.
A 3.
I fail.
Cold. Cold mold.
Cold mold.
Mold's cold
It's
now.
gonna take 1d6 cold damage.
Sure.
And it has disadvantage. It's 6 cold damage. And it has disadvantage on its next weapon attack roll.
Take that mold. It's got a knife.
So you cast
It was
frostbite.
self-defense.
Just I'll say at any point on it, and you watch as the frost begins to form over the ground and just spreads like wildfire around this mold. And as it hits, you see it melt, and then regular stone, all of the brown is gone.
Mm-hmm.
I look at my flaming hand and just, well, we're fucked.
Mm-hmm.
It's gone.
I could.
Chess, I think you're our only hope.
That's incredibly frightening.
Yes.
Are you able to retrieve?
Just gonna start slow clapping. Do it.
Yeah.
Are
Wait.
you
could
able
turn
to
into
get
a
the
monkey.
torch?
Do.
Yeah.
Do.
Kill them all!
I'll mage hand grab the torch.
Sure.
Light the torch again. Is there?
I just
Yeah,
capped that
just in
frost
case.
spike. Get ready to get cold.
I recoil just in case.
Yeah, I'd say everyone might want to back up. Actually, can you
Yeah, I'll
take
mage
that
hand
over
it
there?
and put it on the ground and see what happens.
Sure. Yeah, you drop it on the ground, nothing happens.
We're good. I'll bring it back
think
and
it's-
hand it to you.
I think it's gone.
Blow my teacup fire in a cone where it just wants to so,
Paw at it a little bit.
Ugh.
yeah, we're not taking chances with mold anymore.
No,
Fuck mold.
not after.
Mold.
9 lives, it took like 3.
Right?
You gonna go look at the hole?
I'm quite curious about it.
Wow. What a hole.
What a mold.
What a mold.
Flint, can you drop that
How
torch
bad do you look?
in the hole?
Sure. Bloop. I'll mage hand the
I would
torch, drop it in the
be
hole.
assisting you to
Sure.
stand.
You drop the torch down the hole and you watch as it descends for a considerable time.
Are there still some spicy tendrils of?
Yep. Yeah, you would
I
still
do, but
see
I
the
only have
black,
5 left.
smoky, tenderly Johnnies coming out of the hole.
Is that not tied to the mold?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought it was coming from the mold. I got you.
And you would watch as it descends down into darkness until it's kind of no longer visible. I mean, I will say the way the hole kind of descends after it drops down, it's not a straight drop.
Tunnel.
Like
It,
from
like a
here-
slide.
From here, it looks like a straight drop, and then a couple feet after, it begins to mellow out and just descend at an angle.
It's a slide.
I
goes
gave
my
myself
torch.
5 points of healing, or
Sure.
lay on hands.
Before we continue, would anybody be opposed to having just to sit down for a minute?
No. Like an hour's worth, that would be great.
If anyone
I'm-
would like to sleep,
I'm very, very tired.
or deep sleep.
I wish we could leave and come back. I could use a night's rest, but
Can we do a long rest if somebody stands guard?
we would have to probably do shifts.
I would say we also have benefited from a long rest within the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
And we typically
Yeah.
can't.
That's
Because
a,
we're like,
And I have a
I
feeling
guess
that
it's for,
afternoon.
yeah, I guess it's for
if we
for
stay
hours,
here and we
Like-
that time goes by, everything's gonna
yeah.
repopulate.
Yeah.
Then we have to fight our way out.
Mhm.
I don't really want to leave this place unattended, but I have to assume that whatever's coming through is coming through this hole here.
It's a fair assumption.
Probably best to find it and tackle it.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to sitting down and catching a breather.
No, I think we should do that.
Not feeling too hot.
Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome.
Yes.
Let's
Thanks.
go ahead and have a sit.
Short rest.
Some nice snacks.
As we're sitting around, I still have my rope made into a ladder, so I'll pull that out. I don't know if anyone else has a rope. Maybe we could try to tether up here for the return.
I think I have one bundle.
I mean,
No,
I
I have three bundles.
I've got a hammer and pitons.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't really need a short rest, so if it would take a while for us to like hammer it in and that would stop me from doing a short rest, I'll do it while they rest.
I'll say it won't take you long to tie some rope onto a piton and then hammer it in.
Sure.
So I'll say you still get the benefits of the short rest, yeah.
I can help too. I don't really. I guess I should take a hit die.
Yeah, no, I'll like do the top part with the rope ladder and use a pair of pitons to make sure it's really hammered in, secure.
Sure.
I guess I'll do my best to.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so smiling.
Morning.
Oh no, I haven't sneezed on stream in a while.
Mm.
Should all be thankful.
Not since the day that we had to actually take off.
Mm-hmm.
Because you
For
couldn't-
sneezing.
For sneezing.
Oh dude, that was the worst. I seriously
No, a
could not
piton.
stop.
It's like a metal stabby thing into the ground.
Mm.
Is that
It's a steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a steak with like a little loop at the top.
Delicious steak.
Like I could not stop sneezing.
Mm-hmm.
Just over and over and over. It was
That's
hell.
rough.
But now that I've started going to the gym too, whenever I do core, I end up sneezing the next day, and just I'll sneeze and go achoo, ow, or like I was coughing and I would get because it kept hurting.
remember at one point I had bronchitis back in 2016, and I coughed so much that I had abs.
Yeah.
I was like, this isn't how I wanted this.
That's hell. Yeah, that's not how you want to develop that.
Do you guys know anything about, like, with a paladin, they have the Sacred Oath so they can, like, reset their max hit points?
What?
Yeah. There's, like, a thing on here. It says that I can, like, reset my maximum hit points during this rest because of the Sacred Oath.
That is...
If you lose... Would that be like if you lose... Like if your max hit points go down?
Possibly, but I mean... Let me look at it.
What feature are you talking about, Sean?
Under the Sacred Oath for paladin.
It just says recover Sacred Oath.
Yeah, that's to get your channel divinity back. You get, as a pally and as clerics, you get your channel divinities back on short rest as he gets wild shapes and, like, I get a lot of my fighter features.
Yeah, because it gives an option. It's like reset maximum hit point changes during this rest.
Yes,
Second
that
win.
is
I
like...
think it always shows that, and
Yeah.
it's just like in case you have like a weird because I have it too, and I
Yep.
don't.
Oh, okay. So it's
can't
not
do
like an
that.
actual thing. Okay.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
that
Okay.
was just in case you're for some reason allowed to do that.
I don't
Okay.
get anything back on a short rest.
Yeah, wizard.
Got a hit die.
One hit die that I
Yeah,
used.
yeah,
I really
snack
didn't
on
take
some
any damage.
rations and lightly
You
bandage
do
my
different hit
wounds.
dice when you multi-classed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have 1d8 and
Yeah.
three
Yep.
d10s. So.
Oh, nice.
I already used my arcane
was a good
recovery,
rest.
so I don't
Mhm.
I feel
don't get any
great.
spell slots.
Same.
Oh yeah,
I need
no, I don't
nothing
have
to
any
touch
spell
me.
slots. I had been concentrating on my last
We have healing
hunter's
potions.
mark for.
Oh, true. I forgot about that.
Yeah. How many healing potions did we have? I think it was Sarah who was the keeper of the healing potions.
I don't know if I have healing potions. I have a
Oh.
potion of heroism and a potion of
So I don't have any
clairvoyance.
potions either.
No.
You also have that other.
I have the
fancy
fire
potion.
giant one.
Mhm.
Might be good for heroism for Minerva. At least if we expect a fight again soon.
Mm-hmm.
Just so this way she has it in her inventory.
Yes.
You can take that
What was it?
potion,
Potion
of
of
heroism.
heroism. Yeah.
I'm
Oh.
gonna cast dancing lights and make some orbs of light on the ceiling so we can see.
Okay, sure.
I've got a potion of animal friendship. That's about it.
Mhm.
How
And my
how
hat's
rope
still
did we
low.
have?
I have 3 sets of 50.
Oh, so
so
we have a ton. Okay, because
Yeah.
my rope ladder's only 30 feet, and I
Yep.
just figured that'll be the top.
Yep. Yeah. I would just give you the 3 sets and let you use however much you need to be able to get us down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I set
guess
a 50.
making it into a rope ladder would probably take a while, so I'll just like put knots in the rope periodically and tie that to the rope ladder.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, when we're all good short rest wise, I don't care about being the first down as always.
I'll follow.
I know you will, Flint. To the grave.
I'll go third. I need to know who's down here.
I'm gonna walk on over.
Mind
Yep.
your surroundings.
Same.
Before you go in, I'll hold out some ball bearings, and should we roll them in?
Sure.
See if, I don't know, we hear anything.
Make this slide more fun.
I don't, 900 ball bearings. No, I'll throw 5 ball bearings down and just see if they make any noise that sounds wildly inappropriate, or if they're just sounds like they're going down a slide. Yeah, like, yeah.
Sure. Whoever threw that napkin, your mom's a hoe. So the ball bearings fall down the tunnel. You hear them clatter against the stone as they kind of like roll their way down, but they sound like they're hitting stone through and through.
Okay.
Sounds fun.
Sounds fine to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna start climbing my way down.
Sure.
I'll poke at the tendrils before. I want to poke at these like smoky tendrils
Okay.
before
Yeah.
we go down.
You give a poke at one, and you see it part around your finger for a moment and kind of create like an eye shape, but
If I like waft like
Puff
air
'em.
at it, does it like dissipate and then reform, or?
yeah, you would see it dissipate a little bit, and then after a second it would form back up. Sure. You climb your way on down this hole.
Yeah.
This dark, spooky hole on the second level of a mine that you had to kill an undead creature to get to.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Climbing your way down.
Yeah. This
You,
is my mind now.
sure.
Mine.
You travel this rope ladder all the way until the end, because I'm sure it's only like, what, 50, 60 feet probably?
No, we had a ton. We had a ton.
Yeah, I have 150 feet of rope, and then he had a 30-foot long rope ladder.
Yeah, so I put knots in it periodically to try to make it easier, but I mean,
it's not.
how much can that really take off?
Yeah, so it's going to be a long ass rope.
160 foot.
Yeah.
And I have another 50-foot one if you needed it too.
210.
Yeah.
Sure, it's a long ass rope
The
ladder.
longest rope.
You follow this long ass rope ladder all the way down to the bottom. You still have light casted on your hat.
Yes.
Sure.
I think it's an hour. If it went off, I would recast it.
And I have the orbs following us too.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So you'd get to the bottom. You would see the floor here levels out, but as you're making that trip, not transfer.
Descent.
Yeah, descent. Sure. As you're making your descent, you notice definitively at a point where it seems as though everything around you just kind of becomes a little bit darker, but at the same time brighter.
What?
Like the shadows.
Blinding.
First I loved it, then I had no idea.
Super dark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
way conceivable.
So you see the shadows become like increasingly dark. Like they start to get darker and darker, whereas the highlights that you can see from the light off of Chess's hat. So whether that be like a stray crystal in the stone here, or like maybe a piece of glass that got rolled up in the rope somehow. Like any points of little
illumination or
the
reflection.
light can reflect.
Sure.
You see that's like shockingly bright.
I'm in full plate mail, and I'm holding a
Somebody,
shield.
somebody bump that contrast.
So you begin, like, you keep transferring down, and you notice soon that, like, black ethereal smoke is now almost like a light fog. You're able to see through it. It doesn't obscure your vision at all, but
Is this heaven?
it seems everything is like a light fog.
It doesn't feel like anything.
No, yeah, you wouldn't get a sense of feeling or anything. I will say, well, that's not physically. You don't feel anything. But you do get the sensation that, like, this place that you're in is not where you started. That somewhere along the way you made a transition from one place to another. And as you hit the floor, again, it levels out and spreads out in front of you. And ahead of you, you can see that the walls are, once again, regular stone that you would have seen up above, but there's ore running through the walls, kind of like spiraling like a tunnel. Like, you know the trippy part of the chocolate river from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
Where it down.
Sort of like that, but you can see like multicolored ores just kind of like spreading through the ceiling, along the walls. I mean, you've got shades of blue and green, and combinations of each, like very pretty tunnel just stretching out in the darkness ahead of you.
There must have been something in that mold.
Yeah, looks nice though.
Didn't occur to anybody else that we could have just tried to cave in the hole. Thought that in on our way
They would
down.
have probably cleared it out eventually.
Would have stopped things from coming up.
Maybe.
We don't have any like bombs or anything though, so.
Oh, what?
Grenades.
Magical
Oh,
bombs.
grenades! Oh,
Of course.
yes, of course.
I'm gonna start walking through this very pretty tunnel. How wide is the tunnel?
It's actually pretty big. I'm gonna say it's about 15 feet wide, same in height.
Okay. Yeah. I'll begin.
You still bloody?
We're hi ho, hi ho.
Yes.
Onward we go.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're bloodied. Yeah, I'd be assisting you down the hallway.
that's fine. I'm just hanging
Sure.
on to you for support.
You hi-ho your way down this pretty tunnel. You
Hold me.
travel for some time, a couple of minutes. This is a really long tunnel. Soon you notice that on the walls, like, the ore is still there. It's starting to become less defined. It's definitely still there, spreading out throughout the walls, but not, as prominent as it was when you first entered. You can see that along the walls there seems to be red. It's kind of like smeared up and down the walls.
Like blood, right?
Blood or
like a
chalk or-
Like
right.
blood, yes.
Cool.
The stones themselves on the wall, like the ore, do they look like gems that we've seen before that are like, for lack of a better term, on our plane? Like,
There may be a gem or two that you would identify, but for the most part, it's the ore itself that appears to be like. So you would see like red stone mixed in with the regular gray stone, and then like blue stone, green, like that type of. Well, it's metal, not really stone.
Yeah.
You would see that ore spread out throughout
Gotcha,
the
gotcha.
stone.
Yeah, I'm gonna just... You said the blood is exclusively on the walls, nothing on the ground?
No.
Cool. On the ground?
No, none on the ground.
Okay.
Is it
Just the
fresh or old?
Definitely old.
Cool.
Is there a way to see how the blood, like does it look like someone's hand ran across it? Does it look like someone got slashed and it like splattered?
We need blood
Yeah.
splatter analysis.
Like I'll make a medicine check. If you
Make a
want.
Dexter check.
A Dexter
Ooh,
check.
very good.
No, make a make a medicine check.
Dexy.
We'll do that.
Make a Dexter save.
Your dark passenger takes over.
Right?
It's a 15.
A 15.
Mm-hmm.
So you can identify where it doesn't look as though this was thrown at the wall or hit the wall from a distance. You don't see any splash marks from where like it would have hit and then like cascaded down. You don't see any of that. It, as best you can tell, looks as though someone took their hand and into some blood and it just kind of all over the wall.
Was this some kind of like ritual thing?
I'm gonna
Look
go
to
ahead
any
and
pattern.
dip my hand into my pigment and try to see if I can mimic the shape on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a simple hand and
Smear.
push kind of.
Sure. So you would see the general shape would be maybe roughly the same, significantly smaller, and your pigment would probably be brighter than dried blood. Whereas dried blood is going to be kind of like brownish red, your pigment's going to be like a brighter red, like that robe.
Mhm.
It's considerably brighter, even after it dries, than what is existing on the wall
Yeah,
already.
just trying to get like a generalized this is probably how this was made kind of feel to it.
Sure, yeah, you would be able to mimic that and identify that it was probably made by hand, sure.
But it was significantly smaller, you said?
Crom's was significantly smaller.
How much significantly? Like Elemental's hand size?
Larger Olaf size?
Yeah, how many Olafs? One large,
Skill
one
1 to
little?
12
and a half.
Olafs.
I can't give you a clear answer on that. So I will say it appears that Crom's hand, or Crom's smear that he made, is a fraction of the size of what exists. Like, I mean, it's
Significantly
smaller.
Cool. Something big for me to hug.
Olaf, I know you
Love
Alright.
hugs?
love hugs from the depths of death.
Yeah. It's very exciting.
I probably cannot save you if if that's what we're coming
I
against.
accept.
Are you...
I need no saving.
I mean, but we need you. Flint needs you, Chessa needs you, Crom needs you, Stalk needs you, I need you. We need you here
To kill the thing.
to protect us.
Yes, from the thing.
And if you are dead,
I won't die. I can't die. Flint knows.
He's fairly resilient.
No,
You've gone
I
down several times.
see.
but
Never
because we've
died.
worked as a team to get you back up.
Yes,
I don't know if we will
don't
be able
have any
to.
more.
that's fine.
There's nothing left.
I simply won't go down.
It's very noble of you to make the sacrifice. But
It's
I
not
think
a sacrifice.
I don't think he intends to sacrifice. I think he thinks it won't happen.
It won't. Have you no confidence?
No. None.
We should work on that.
Why would I have confidence?
All the wonderful things that you've done so far. You
Yeah.
frostbit the mold to death.
Yeah, you've done a lot of
After
things,
spreading it
Jessa.
across the floor.
Well, that was an accident, and it was very fun, wasn't it?
I mean, also logically, I would have burned the mold.
Yes.
I
you
don't
did.
like the cold.
Yes, you made
Not
a,
a fan.
made a decision that felt appropriate to you. A very intelligent person. This is a thing that I'm certain that we are strong enough to handle.
Strong enough, perhaps, but we're tired.
Yes?
We can't leave. We'd have to fight our way back through here, and we'd be in the same position we are now.
It's very true.
We don't have a choice.
whatever it is that's down here, I am very confident that you all will be able to kill it while I hold it.
Gather around, friends.
Good?
Yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and light some incense. I'm gonna take the pigment that's on my hands, and I'm just gonna start marking everybody's foreheads with like it looks like a crow's foot. It's like a Y with a line up the middle.
Sure.
Except for you. Good. You're getting one that looks like an N. It's 2 lines. It goes diagonal. Yeah. I'm drawing on everybody's faces.
Good.
Sure.
This is these are protection sigils. Don't know if it's gonna do any help.
I believe it will.
Thank you, Chrome.
Strength for you.
Very fitting.
If I die in these caverns in the name of getting vengeance for my sister against these masked foes, it's a death well deserved. I just hope you understand.
You're not going to die.
We'll see.
I can be certain of that.
We shall see.
If I died here, I might have died in a cave anyway, so...
You're not going to die
not,
here either,
Not going
Flint.
to die, but should it happen...
Confidence, Flint.
Yes.
Remember always. Confidence.
Maybe this will make you all feel better. Monkey. I'm going full monkey.
Yeah.
I'm monkey again.
If there is a thing ahead, and it is, as the last monster was, something that hurts to be in its presence, simply stand back and throw flame.
I'm gonna go ahead and mark my forehead the same as
So
his.
this one's protection.
This one's strength.
That one's
Yeah,
strength.
we
You
have
have
strength.
protection.
You guys have protection.
Add that to my list of symbols that I know.
Mm-hmm.
It's in there somewhere.
All I can ask is you do your best.
Any word from the silent killer?
There's light here. Right?
Yeah,
no, you'd be able to see me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When it gets dark, you won't be able to see this one anymore.
See?
Hopefully neither will they.
Even if the fight was simply me holding it and you all from a distance, I have faith.
Protect.
I start walking.
Sure. you continue walking down this
How wide is the hallway?
15.
feet.
15 feet wide,
Yeah,
15,
I'm walking side by side with him.
15 feet wide, 15 feet tall. So it's perfect archway.
We're just grouping down. the
Anyway,
hallway.
you continue down this hallway. You see the light from Chess's hat. Like, I imagine, I'm picturing it as she lit the very top.
Mm-hmm.
It's the whole hat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. It covers the whole item. Sure. Yep. So, wow, that would be
Chell,
more than 20
do you
feet.
have a ranged
but
weapon at all?
Not really.
I'll give you my crossbow.
It's not
my
necessarily
crossbow
like-
bolts.
You picture a
So you have a
flashlight,
crossbow
like, the
light
lens of which is
and
this
20
tall.
crossbow
It's not the
bolts.
lens that you
It's
can
not
make
the lens, the
things.
whole thing's just glowing.
Fair.
Yeah, I would be doing my best to
It's
stay
like a glow stick.
away from it
Sure.
once we start moving.
Yeah, so you kind of try to like stay away from the light in people's shadow or, wherever you can find a slight refuge from the bright light.
I mean, I'll just hang the 40 feet back to stay out of it as we're
Mhm.
marching forward.
Works too.
I'll let them go ahead, and I'll just stick behind that.
Hit your elbow again? I'm sorry.
Sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
you keep, 40 feet behind them so you're out of the dim. You guys continue on down this
Hallway?
Thank
Said
you.
10 arrows.
Tunnel? Sorry?
10,
20 crossbow bolts and a light crossbow. So it's crossbow, comma, light when you're looking for it in equipment. I'm going to pull up my shield and I'm just going to have the potion of frost or fire giant strength in my other hand in my bag.
Okay.
Just like thumb on the cork.
Ready to go.
Uh-huh. Soon as I see this, buddy.
Yeah, I'm just mumbling a prayer to myself.
Sure. So
I
you
pull out my deck of cards, and I've got that in my hand, and I'm just...
Time for illusions, buddy.
I was going to do that with the last thing, but then you covered its eyes, and I was like, well, as well as cover its face.
I see him pull his shield out and like bump into him and pull the breastplate off my back.
Pretty much the same.
Sure. So you walk along, you continue.
Pantomiming him.
You soon, the light from Chess's hat, you would see soon, like, you would start to see crystals reflecting in the wall and, like, shining. The ore is still present throughout. They're very pretty, multicolored ores spreading throughout the walls. You sense that as you're walking forward, right at the edge of the 40 feet of dim, you would see what looks to be like a vaguely humanoid figure. Like, it looks to be about humanoid size. You can definitely see the definition of a torso.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, it doesn't look like any humanoid you've seen before.
Cool.
Continue approaching.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the full 120 dark feet out outside
so you
of
would
her,
just
so like,
see it.
yeah,
You would
just
just look at it.
see it. Looks humanoid. Looks medium-sized.
Yes, except in, where it looks
Don't
to
you
be
dare tell me long arms.
So,
super long. It is humanoid in, like, rough shape.
Sure.
You see, though, it's got a leg here and a leg here. 2 arms kind of, like, spread out like this. Another 2 arms under that.
This looks like the perfect thing to hug.
What is your game, Vitruvian man?
2 legs, 2 regular legs with a head between them. A head
I'm
between
starting to
them.
question
Oh,
whether this is
no.
human
so
at
he
all.
can like cartwheel and like.
It's the cartwheel man.
And where the head should be is just a pole driven into where you would assume the spine would be. With a sign on, like a very rough, crude sign, and in very rough, crude letters, like bold capital letters, big, written in blood, you would see the words "back turn."
Oh no!
My car's extended warranty! Yeah, I mean...
That sound would mean something to me if I could read.
Monkey.
Scott.
Monkey.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to interpret this as comparable to things that we've built after we've killed things, and I'm going to, like, make sure the bottle is properly stoppered and walk towards this thing.
Yeah, I've already come to grips with death. I like take out like a picture I have in my pocket, just like look at it, give it a kiss, tuck it in my pocket, and continue walking.
Sure.
Go ahead, and as we're walking up, I'm going to take my thumb that's still got that little bit of pigment left, and I'm going to put the harvest symbol on the back of the breastplate I'm holding.
Sure.
I also want to like I want to grab Crom by the shoulder and just kind of like pull him back, like as we're all approaching.
Monkey.
Monkey. I appreciate you saving me back there. You didn't have to do that. Both times.
Can you understand language in Wallship?
Yes. You don't. It's not like polymorph. You can. You.
Oh, you retain
Maintain all
it.
You
of
keep your
yeah.
3 social stats.
Your
All your
good deeds
mental
will go undone.
facilities.
Yep.
And then I just pat you on the shoulder and continue
I'm
walking.
going to tap the sigil I just drew, which you would recognize because I've drawn it every time that we've done a harvest.
Yeah. I'm going to get up close to this thing. You said pole with crude sign.
Mhm.
And grab the pole.
Sure.
Try to pull it out.
Yeah, you're able to just.
Just looks like it's a pile of corpses just stacked together in a crude fashion.
It looks to be like one torso and
Okay.
lower body with just other limbs sewn onto it.
So, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they appear sewn? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said they're human, right?
Rip the pole out,
Some horrendous arts and crafts.
toss it onto the ground.
I'm going to tap Minerva.
Is there anything on the back of the sign?
Yeah. Tap into it.
Oh, no. Crom, is this something?
While you're a monkey.
Yeah, I produce flame and burn the bodies.
On the back of the sign, it would say pen slave. Or sorry, pen's slave.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, you produce flame, burn the bodies.
Hallway beyond.
Yep.
Nothing else on any sides. Still continuous ore stream.
Yep. Still real pretty ore.
Good. I'm gonna continue walking.
Sure. You continue.
120 feet of dark vision.
Yep. You continue walking along. At a certain point, you could continue walking for a good couple of minutes.
Yep.
Before finally, ahead of you, you see the end of the tunnel as you step, to your 120 feet, the end of the tunnel seems to just immediately expand.
Yeah.
And now the area that you're looking into is considerably larger than the tunnel you're walking in.
Uh-huh.
As you step forward a little bit more, you can start to see into the room, and you see that this room ahead of you is massive. Like, much larger than anything you would expect to find underground.
Uh-huh.
You approach slightly closer, and over the clattering of Minerva's armor, you would start to hear, like, the faint trickling of water.
Uh-huh.
And deep guttural, like, laughs, like, kind of ringing out through this hallway.
Uh-huh.
Extending into just a big, giant cavern.
Cool. How high does it look like it go up?
Oh.
Above the 120 feet that I have?
Is slightly.
Okay.
Like, it would be above it, yeah, but not by much.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I would just kind of whisper back. I don't know where Stalk is, but if you could tell him the ceilings in here are high. I know he's probably further beyond. Back. Just whisper down the lane.
Yeah, we'll just telephone.
Feeling spry.
What's it mean?
Yeah.
All I got was ooh. Wow.
Yeah, just look back and look down at Flint. Just hand on the shoulder.
We'll be fine.
Oh, of course we will, Flint.
I can distract it with these cards. I don't know what I'll end up getting.
Playing through a game of Uno?
No, they make illusions.
Oh.
I throw it and we might get like a fucking dragon or a lich or something. I have no idea, but hopefully that'll
Who
distract
knows?
it.
Crack my potion.
No.
To your health, Flint.
To my health.
In hearing you guys do that, I also open my bottle of potion. Just
Yep.
cheers.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my flask and just take a swig before we head in here.
So everyone gets nice and drunk.
Yep.
Not nice and a little drink.
A little drunk. Yeah, you
I think I
walk
had
into
to light
this
a
room.
cigarette as a monkey.
You walk into this room. You hear now the faint sound of running water is considerably louder. You're able to hear what seems to be like a proper river passing through somewhere in this cavern. Olaf's dark vision, so I'm just going to use Olaf's dark vision as like a scale.
Yeah.
You're not able to see to the other side of any wall in a given direction. Like, sure, within the first like 120 feet of this side of the wall you would see, but anything past that forward is just darkness.
Cool.
It's a very, very large cavern.
Yeah.
Can't stress that enough.
Yep. The guttural sounds that were like abyssal laughter were straight ahead.
Yes, you would have heard them ringing down the hallway. Sure.
Like echoing. Cool. Would it sound very distant, or would it be difficult? Like, it's a large room, so I understand the acoustics for me would probably be kind of, cathedral-esque.
Mm-hmm.
Does it feel like it's filling the sound of this entire room, or does it feel like it's echoing, indicating it's further and possibly outside of this room?
No, it would sound closer.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as we're continuing to walk in, if you still have light on, correct? Yeah, I'm gonna just... I can see very far into this thing, and I still do not see it. I do not know how close you all need to be, but I feel like the best recommendation is as far away as possible. It sounds very loud.
Yeah.
Are you able to make me larger, or are you exhausted of that magic?
I can do it.
It is entirely up to you. I will still be able to do my best to hold it. But I think if we are to do it, how long does it last?
1 minute.
I will run as fast as I can and tackle it. And I hope that you all...
Perhaps before you go running after it, maybe we can hit it from a distance to weaken it.
I do not know whether or not it will have anything to do to us at a distance either.
Ooh, 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 ooh. And I'm gonna like pantomime surprise.
It would require us to extinguish her light. We are all fine in the dark. for the most part. You and I are not the most silent of people.
This might be helpful, though.
What?
Do you want to be invisible and huge?
I love the words you just used.
All right.
If we're talking going in stealthily, maybe we should send Stalk in first.
To recon.
If you would like to go try to see what it is, wherever you are, my lord and savior Stalk.
Hear my prayer.
Are you there, Stalk? It's me.
Step
Olaf.
forward, bathed in light.
Jesus, he's here. Natural 20. Didn't scare me this time.
Never been less
This one
afraid.
can scout ahead.
Yeah, I'm down for that. And then the old big invisible crapply man.
I'll take out my silent horn and try to sneak ahead to take a peek.
All right.
I've got 90 feet of dark vision. It's less than his, but
And you're completely invisible in dim light, right?
Yep.
in darkness. Yeah.
If
If they rely on dark vision.
if they rely on dark
Yes.
vision, sure. Okay, sure. Go ahead and so you begin to explore into the cavern. Are you going along the floor, along the walls? I just pulled my phone onto the ground.
I do have a climb speed, so I would like to stay level. Does it like drop down at the end of the cavern, or are we like on ground level?
It would be one level. The walls would start to like pretty sharply rise up on the edges, though.
Okay, yeah, I would definitely try to hug a wall, but I would probably. No, I would climb along. Not super high, but
Sure,
like
like
5-10 feet above the ground, just in case. And I'd stay on like the wall, try to go
Sure. How far are you able to see with your dark vision?
90.
Good. Okay. So you'd be able to see a significant portion. There might be like a small section in the very center you wouldn't be able to see, but yeah, you begin to circle the cavern and look around. Pretty quickly, just shortly after the entrance, you would see that there's a proper river that's set into the stone itself. Like you can see it's where it's been running is very smooth. You can see the groove at the bottom where like it looks like it initially started, and then where it kind of spread out and like slowly over a lot of time wore out this groove in the stone. You would see it's pretty wide. It's got to be at least 30 feet wide. It's pretty wide. There's one single bridge made from what looks to be just whole tree trunks kind of bound together that's currently standing straight up on your side of this river. On either side of that, and this is probably about 60 to 70 feet off of the one wall.
Okay.
On either side of the bridge, you would see two huge creatures, each vaguely humanoid in shape, although the details are not humanoid.
Sure.
So, like, you can see that each one has one real big eye, one solidly big eye. The one on the right, we'll say, has got, like, his regular 2 ears, you know. He's got his regular nose, a nose on top of his eyes, like, you know, here. So he's got a mouth kind of over here, like, sideways, and he's got down over here, like, another open mouth, like, jaw kind of dropping where you can see into, like, the 2 rows of teeth that grossly cross on the inside. Awful looking creature.
Nice.
Kind of slunched over, like he's got one shoulder, kind of hugs real close. And his one long arm, the one that's not trying to like press his shoulder into his ear, you can see he's got a great club that he seems to be holding at like half choke. So not all the way down where the handle is, but like midway. And it's a fucking club. Like it'd be big. That's the one on the right. The one on the left, similarly, facial features in places they don't belong. You know, mouth sideways in the forehead, nose on either side, like real gross looking shit. And they're just kind of standing there and you hear them talking to one another, probably in a language you don't understand.
I don't know, I speak some languages.
Giant?
Nope, not that one.
Sure. So in a language you don't understand. But occasionally you would hear one of them chuckle, and it's that same like chuckle you heard like ringing down the hallway.
Okay.
Anything else? You want to keep skirting that wall around, see what you find?
No, I think I would go back after seeing the first thing and consult. So I'll come back and fill you guys in. Did they look stitched together? I mean, they sound stitched together, but to stalk, do they look like there's something stitched together, or?
No.
Okay, so yeah, I would just come back and tell you guys that there's 2 giant monsters ahead and
About how far?
crazy faces. You said like 70 feet from, or you said the river started 30 feet
The river started like 50 feet after the entrance.
and then was 30 feet wide.
And then was 30 feet wide, and you saw them probably 20 feet off the wall, 50 feet in.
Okay.
So you'd be able to give like a right here. You know what I mean?
And tell you guys about the river, how wide it is, the
Cool.
tree bridge, all the deets.
All right.
So nothing's on our side of the river.
And they're right
No,
behind.
they're on our side, right? Yeah, they're on our side guarding the bridge.
Ah.
And they're standing right by the river.
Yep, and I also expressed I went no further than that.
The river looked wide.
Yes.
Wide enough for one of them to fit in.
How tall is the huge creature?
Like 12 to 15 feet.
Then
typically.
yes.
Just drown them.
Pantomime stabbing.
Well,
There's 2 of them.
I can take one,
Try.
and I will leave the other for all of you. Flint, if you wouldn't mind.
Yep, you got it, buddy. I'm just gonna grab your arm to your health. Cast invisibility.
I'll reach my hands out and take your hands, if you don't mind.
Should you do that in the other order, where you get big and then get invisible?
It's not gonna matter.
Doesn't make a difference.
I wasn't sure if the getting big cancels invisible. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not making an attack or doing anything like that.
Sure.
So yeah, I would just take your hands in my hands.
I don't like this idea.
I love to swim.
Cast enlarge.
You've seen me swim before. And I will start quietly.
Wait. Do you want one of these cards too? So there can be 2 things?
You can use the card.
All
This
right.
way you can distract the one that I do not tackle.
Alright.
I will tackle and drown the one on the left.
Alright.
I leave the one on the right to you all. To your health, friends. Just walking forward.
Bad idea.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna drown this fucking abomination.
Are you walking forward stealthily or just standard walking?
I mean, I would absolutely attempt to walk stealthily, so like go at a slower pace, especially because I'm invisible. So
Sure,
in my eyes, like the plan is you guys try to stay somewhat close, and as soon as you see the one get fucking yeeted into the water, that's when you guys that's the only signal I got. I'm not gonna make sounds.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go ahead with you, and I guess I would whisper that I'm gonna just get myself in position.
Very good.
Not actually gonna like go with you up to him, but
Yeah.
I'll peel off once we get close.
Thank you for the follow.
Thanks.
Yep.
And I would tell you guys that too. Just
Stop. Go.
goodbye.
So go ahead and make a stealth check.
Sure.
Walking toward them.
Are the walls climbable?
Yes.
They are climbable.
Ooh. The old double 2.
Oh.
So 2.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, I'm invisible, so I mean, they might hear me.
What is this?
Sure. They're gonna hear you.
Sure.
I'm using their passive, and they're gonna hear you.
Yeah.
I got a 17. I would be peeling away from him once we've hit the mouth, but if we haven't yet and they want to investigate before I get to peel away,
Sure.
I got a 17 on mine.
Then yeah, they would hear both of y'all, unfortunately. However,
Man, that passive perception's high as fuck if they're hearing a 17.
yeah.
Cool.
They got
As
many
you
ears.
approach, you would hear them talking. You understand giant, so
Giant.
you would be able to understand them. You hear the one on the left say, he would go, "Send slave down hole, we take. Easy work."
Yeah, I mean, I would respond in giant while still invisible. I am no slave.
I think that's a good spot to end, actually. I think that's a good...
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Can't wait to drown this thing.
You can try.
I absolutely will.
Friends, thank you very much for watching tonight. Thank you all for the follows and everything as well. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll be back on Tuesday night for the City of Oshwamp at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're new here, make sure you follow so you can find us again. We stream D&D 3 times a week, and we actually did this week. Yay!
Yay!
It's a miracle.
Wait, does Sunday start the week, or?
I feel like
3 in a row.
Oshwamp.
First
3 in
and
a row.
last.
It's fine.
I feel like Oshwamp starts the week. Because it's like the work week. This is
It's an ice cold, chilling cup of coffee poured right down your spine.
Good
But yeah,
morning.
thank you guys very much for watching. We'll be back on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Good night, everybody.
Bye, friends.
Goodbye.